I'll keep an eye on here.
We are live.
Hi everyone, we're live.
Commander Deck Audits is what we're doing. Stay tuned. We got plenty planned for today. What we do is we upgrade decks based on how much of a super chat you send in, and we're going to be doing that for the entire day. So we're going to wait for people to start filtering in. We're going to say hi to the folks.
Hi,
then,
son.
Then we're going to get this
Hello,
going.
sons, daughters, and all children.
Yes, we are parents on this stream.
Thank you for joining.
We've got our NN Deck Audits account fired up.
We are ready to go. And thank you so much for the congratulations. We're really, really excited to announce that we were engaged.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we are engaged as of recently, so that's pretty cool.
And that is okay. Thank you so much for even just joining and coming to hang out with us. We appreciate just the content and just hanging out and the engagement overall.
And we're going to probably have some cats popping up from time to time.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes posted for those.
Yeah, no worry, David. We will actually be doing deck audits now and Thursday and Tuesday, and I think we might even be coming on to stream Sunday. We're going to be away, and we're going to be taking a few streams off in the next coming weeks.
But the reason we are taking off, it's a pretty cool one that we can't share yet.
Yeah, we can't share. I was going to say, I will kick your ass.
It is a mystery.
But but yeah, we are going to be doing something really cool. We're going to be taking a few streams off, but we're going to stream a few times extra before then and after them while we are traveling, so we can make some, make
we'll
some
try
time
to
for
make
you
up
guys.
for it. Try to make up for it.
I think we're going to release shorts during the times when we can't be
yeah, something will come
streaming.
out. We got some more Pack Wars shorts to do.
Mono Green Human sounds great. We're happy to look at anything that you'll throw at us.
Yeah, we're doing deck audits, but it's not like we'll go, ugh, Mono Green Humans, I refuse.
And thank you so much, son. Yeah, we aim to be best mom and dad to the Magic community that we can.
That's our new role. As 26-year-olds, I feel like our role in the Magic community is very parental.
I mean, what else would it be?
I don't even know.
Yeah, so thanks for joining. How is everyone? Just you having a good Tuesday so far?
Yeah, drop some hellos. Let us know how your Tuesday's going.
Amber and Miso might be coming in and out.
They just went to the vet today.
I did. I did beat VZ and Pack Wars, and more of those will be coming out of those series. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did like a batch. So we recorded like 6 of them. I think one of them's not usable, and then we'll probably try to release the other 5.
Yeah, the way you submit deck reviews is you're going to send a super chat of $10 or more to this live stream, and then I will drop an email into the chat, and you will email the deck there.
It's based on these numbers that are above our heads. Amber's just going crazy. She's running in and she's running out. She's yowling outside. She had a busy day. They both went to the vet. They're in good health, so you're gonna see more of Miso and Amber in the future. But
just gotta make sure they get their checkups and make sure they're happy, healthy, and meowing little kitties.
Exactly. Amber is really taking that last part to heart.
Yeah, she is meowing a ton. And hi to everyone who joined. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, we're just waiting for some super chats to come in. The queue's empty. There's no one in queue. If you want to jump to the front, you just got to send in a super chat of the dollars that we have.
Yeah, I'm also really excited for things coming up because we should have a couple more announcements in the works. Yeah, send it over, King. If you want, just send
it, King.
Yeah, send the super chat and then send it over to the email that I'm going to post, and then we can start working on that. But one of the things that we can talk about, is there anything? Let's see, we're traveling. One of the things we can talk about is the fact that we have a Whatnot stream coming up this week on Saturday at 3 p.m. on Whatnot. We're going to be giving away collector boosters, and we're going to be giving away a deck that we build on stream from a booster box.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of pack openings. We're going to be shipping stuff straight to you after you open it. Maybe we'll have some like signed cards to go up, or we'll auction them off or something. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely going to be a cool couple hours.
Yeah. And we would, if you come see us at any con, we will autograph whatever you throw in front of us and you could put in your deck. There also is, we did just revamp Patreon recently, and there is a higher tier where every month we will send you a signed card of $10 or more in value. That's
true. If you're jonesing for NN signatures, those are the 3 best ways to do it.
Yeah, but we will also be at MagicCon Chicago. So if you if you want to just see us there, maybe try and get in a game, you can do it right there too. Yeah,
MagicCons. Other than Chicago, we're not going to be at Amsterdam. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're going to be in Vegas though.
Vegas is locked, 100%.
We're trying our best to do SCG Con in Hartford right now.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see about that.
Not 100%.
I feel like Magic Cons are one of those things where we will just kind of like let you know a month or two in advance. And thank you so much, Helion.
Just like that, I got our first super chat of the day.
Yeah, thank you. Send it over. I'm going to drop the email in right now. And we'll be on the lookout for it. We appreciate it. Will we be coming to the UK? Unfortunately, not at the moment.
Not in the cards right now. But by the way, that email that we just shared, that's where you send your deck list. And
once you've sent a super chat.
Once you send a super chat, then we'll upgrade it as we get it.
And thank you so much, Jordan. We appreciate it.
There's really like a point.
Thank you so much, Helion.
There's a point during these streams where like.
And thank you so much, Siphon. We appreciate it.
There's no super chats at first, and then there's a million all at once, which we appreciate. You guys are great. We love interacting. We love helping people out. We love brewing decks. This is like the perfect combination of everything.
Yeah, send it over.
Someone just says Amber. Amber is around. She's been running in and out of this room past like 5 minutes.
Ken says you're great.
Aw, thanks, Ken.
I was like,
I think
Ken,
you're great too.
We went to his house for Christmas.
Yes, I know, Ken. I was looking down. Thanks, Ken. Ken's a friend of the channel. Ken's been in multiple videos.
Yeah, Ken was on Shuffle Scuffle.
April Fool's video. Let's not forget that one.
Yeah, and no, thank you so much for really participating. We love doing this, and we love the fact that you guys love it so much too. I am keeping my eyes on the inbox right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no plans for the UK right now. However, if you do, if there is a con coming up and you yell at them to bring us, who knows?
They just might.
Maybe someone will sponsor us or bring us. Dragon Shield might sponsor us.
Yeah, we said this last time, but if you want to see a stream version of the Moxfield ad, you gotta like go message Moxfield and tell them directly that you want to see them sponsor our streams, because we were hoping they would. We just got to get them. We got to sell them on it.
Beezy, the people got to know, is your hair just naturally that perfectly formed, or are you hiding a Ratatouille-style creature on top of your head that tells you how to play Magic?
No. I think my hair is just kind of apparent. If this is perfect to you, then yes, it's naturally perfectly formed. It just kind of never moves.
Yes. I'm looking for your email. I just got it. We're going to start with this one. It's a Niv Mizzet 5-color deck.
And this was the 10 changer?
This is a 5 changer.
Okay, so we're starting with one of the 10s while we wait for the 20.
Yeah, I was like, it's just the first one that came in.
All right. Helion, make sure you get the $20 thing in.
Yeah, right now this is Siphons. However, we are waiting for Helion with a $20 10 changer for Henzy and Jordan Hansen for a 5 changer. Please put YouTube back.
Please put YouTube back. I do have to click Discord because that's... I can't see the Discord without clicking the Discord.
Yeah, we're here for the Amber content too. However, she is a little spicy today because she went to the vet and she has a little bit of an attitude.
She didn't love it, but we're gonna give her some slack. Duplicate 5-color stuff.
Yeah. I just got your deck, Helion. It is added right to the queue. Are you right after this? Hi, Matt. We are doing great today. We're just doing some deck audits, and we're gonna have a great time. Thanks for joining.
Oh, so this is a deck that I have seen a little bit of. I have a similar deck. It's all multicolored spells, except for a couple of mana rocks. I'm not sure what's up with Bonder's Ornament or Chromatic Lantern, depending on your mana base. Okay, looks like Chromatic Lantern is going to be helping you out a little. I'm not going to make these the 5 changes, but you should probably cut Archway Commons, and you should probably cut Rupture Spire. They are very slow. Gateway Plaza is the same way. Paying 1 for a tap land is, in my opinion, not worth it, even when you're on a budget, even when you're in 5 colors. So let's cut let's get it popping early on. Oh, there's Amber.
The link doesn't have to be through Moxfield, but is highly preferred if it's through Moxfield. There's a URL import link from the redacted sites, but we'd prefer not to.
I would definitely tease you if you do a redacted. So let's cut Bonder's Ornament. I just don't think that ramp is what we need, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Amber's right off screen. She's such a little lady.
Right now I'm keeping an eye out for yours, Jordan, but I have not gotten it. And Chief Coward needing eye drops. Yeah, the cats are in good health, and sorry about Chief Coward. Yeah, Esper Saruman, we have a friend Alan who has a really cool one, so definitely check it out. And thank you so much, Adam. Send it over. I will drop the email in if you need to. And thank you so much, Evening Hat. I appreciate it.
The one thing I wonder if this deck is evenly split. You have 35 lands and you have 8 artifacts. That's 33. Commander makes 34. That gives you 66. So I guess it's not evenly split color-wise.
Thank you so much, Zach. Added right to the queue.
But you've got some chonkers at the top end games. You got these 4. Consuming Aberration's funny. I do love me some Culling Ritual.
Yeah, you can technically send it through like redacted, just not encouraged by us. Also, thank you so much, Zach. Well, I'm just waiting on everything. Zach, I just got yours.
Yeah, I think stuff like Simic Charm, I really don't love.
He says, I can answer no, it's not evenly split.
Okay, same with Is It Charm. I think we can do a little bit better than that. It's not reliable removal. It's definitely not a card I'd consider a reliable counterspell. Most of these are like acceptable. Gates of Granite, Culling Ritual.
Got yours, Jordan.
Wrath. We got a lot of wipes. So at least 4 wipes already. I'm wondering. Let's see. One card that I found is like kind of silly in these decks is Soul Herder. I would definitely recommend that one because it flickers Niv Mizzet every turn. You don't need a ton of synergy if you just play Soul Herder. And you've already got other stuff like I see Coiling Oracle, I see Reflector Mage, Clones, OG, Cloud Blazer. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to flicker. I do like that one.
I'm not used to seeing a Niv Mizzet deck that isn't like neurotically split among the guilds like how you have.
Yeah,
it.
Mine is slightly neurotically split among
Adam
the
got
guilds.
yours.
Just a little bit.
The only one I don't have right now is Evening Hat with your Alayla deck. Yes, I will. I will.
Alayla deck.
It is dropped right here.
Okay. Dragon's Horde. Oh, Dragon's Horde's a cool one because Niv Mizzet will always trigger it. Let's see. We did 3. We're gonna try something a little bit new today, and we're gonna keep it speedy. Try not to get too distracted like we always do during these deck audits. So we're gonna move expeditiously. How do you feel about Glunch?
I think Glunch needs his own like specific deck. I don't think he's great in the 99.
I think so as well. And what's another card you would trim?
I'm not sure how much I like Consuming Aberration if the deck's not built around that.
That's true. I don't see too much power matters floating around. I don't know how we really take advantage of that. Maybe it's a win con if your table's a little bit slower and the games are a little bit grindier.
This deck belongs to Siphon Razor, who is in somewhere in the chat.
They are. Can confirm somewhere in the chat. One card I love for this deck is Wild Cantor also, because it's a multicolored card that you play on turn 1, and it just rituals you into Niv Mizzet. You don't care if you spend cards to get Niv Mizzet out because he draws you like 6 cards every time.
Thank you so much, Adam. Again, I'll put you down as another separate one because you mentioned that this was not part of the, not like an adding to the other deck audit.
Mm-hmm.
He says Consuming Aberration works with Sorin and Cloth.
Sorin, because it gives lifelink, and Clouth because Clouth is just cares about big boys. I see. We'll leave it in. We only need one more cut. I think just because I did recommend this, I'll cut Archway Commons and we'll try to add like a more reasonable.
Thank you so much, Hyron Chat. Like, I would appreciate it. Send it over. And yeah, we don't play a ton with Sol Ring either, especially in the lower powers.
Path of Ancestry is actually a perfect one. It enters tapped. You don't need to pay the 1, and you scry when you cast Niv Mizzet or another dragon. That's like huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. All right, so we need probably 2 more ads.
Yeah, just remember that when you send decks, if you have any specific restrictions, send them over in the body of the email.
Mm-hmm.
But Evening Hat, got your email added to the queue.
We should fire up our handy dandy Scryfall tier, but we won't need it right now. Goblin and Narcomancer is really good in this deck. I'm glad you have that one. What's a card that I have enjoyed? I've definitely enjoyed Prosperous Partnership. You're trying to get creatures on the board early anyway. And so if you get 3 creatures before turn 5, you can ramp into Niv Mizzet on turn 4, which is not difficult. And it's like some Boros ramp. Oh, and speaking of Boros, there's I've liked Showdown of the Skalds a lot. It pretty much is just 4 mana draw 4 with a little bit of upside, and you're struggling sometimes to find those Boros guild cards. So I think, especially having a Niv Mizzet deck that is all multicolored, I think these should perform pretty well for you. And we can get to the next deck.
Sure.
We're keeping it moving today.
I am sending it over. I was just working on. So I'm going to send it over.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure more people can hop into the queue this way.
Just keep it all creatures with the companion. Just make it more sweaty.
Ooh,
Much
more
love.
sweaty. Hey, wait a second.
Thank you so much.
This is another deck the Nitpicking nerds are very familiar with. This is Joe Cherry's flavor of Commander. Actually, this looks really similar. This could be Joe's deck, like with a couple changes for all I know. Hi, Amber. Amber's saying hi to everyone in the most annoying way possible. Let's see. This is another 5 changer, right?
This is a 10 changer.
This is the first one we got.
Yes.
All right, so we're looking to change 10 cards around, making it more sweaty. I would be curious if this was Helio, if this was Joe's thing, primarily. Gwenna says Power 5.
They said, yes, it is Joe's deck. Lol.
Yeah, I know what Joe Cherry's brew when I see one. They love Rampant Rejuvenator. Even maybe Bramble Sovereign is one I would cut. It's not a card you want to blitz in. Oh, I should probably duplicate
Thank you
it.
so much, Emotional Microwave. You are added right to queue, like the name.
Totally not. I wrote this wrong, but I'm just going to leave it. This is totally not Joe's Cherries. All right. The first card I want to cut is Bramble Sovereign. Can't really... Well, you could
Hi,
blitz
Nick.
it, but you don't really do it.
Welcome to the chat.
Hey, Nick's here with the Yo's. Gamekeeper. A little iffy on Gamekeeper.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Gamekeeper's more fun, I think. We should probably cut it.
I just sent an email regarding a certain link that for a deck, the one with that's titled Null Soul Ring. I just want you to know that the link didn't attach, so just resend it, please, so we can take a look. You got time, though.
How do you feel about Author of Shadows? This is the, like, Hipajuka Bogs everybody, and then you take a card to cast from among those?
Yeah. And thank you so much for complimenting the stream. We really love being able to chat with you guys, hearing your thought process. We also love the fact that you guys get to just bounce, like, ideas off of each other in chat, too. It's
a
really
cool
fun.
vibe. Definitely a cool vibe.
We love being able to hang out with you guys.
Mia, what do you think of this guy?
Exile all cards. Choose a non-land. I think you could do better.
I've never been a huge fan, especially if we're trying to get sweatier. Especially if the sweat factor is going up. I also feel similarly about Ancient Brass Dragon. Since it's when it hits, I mean you get to hit more often, but I don't know.
They said bring on the sweat, and
Oh,
they said they like your shirt.
Thank you. This is an Into the AM shirt. They're not a sponsor of the stream, but they are cool.
They said, I love Author of Shadows was a recent addition to my own Henzi deck. Can be tutored with Protean Hulk that's in any graveyard height that is super necessary.
Protean Hulk's cool.
The queue is still open right now if you'd like to join.
I could see Hulk doing things.
Yeah,
in
the
this
mana
deck.
base is nice in this, but we are looking to work on the creatures first.
Yeah,
Unless you'd like us to specifically.
I mean, there's literally just creatures and lands, and you have all 3 dual lands, so I'm really going to assume your mana base is perfect.
And we did get engaged recently. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, we got our rings.
Woo.
Bonus. Carter Doomscourge. I think the combat manipulator cards are less sweaty. They are good in combat metas, but if you want to start sweating it out more, I would cut it, I think. Sad Robot. Sad Robot's another one that maybe we can cut.
Ken says, feeling iffy about Braid's Arisen Nightmare. I feel like there's better draw options if something you don't want to blitz out.
No, I actually agree with that. That's a good call, Ken.
And thank you so much. We really appreciate it. They said Dragon Mage would be hilarious with Ancient Brass, Combustible Gear Hulk maybe. Those are some fat-looking arcane signets.
I like that Braid's cut. We're just going to sacrifice a creature. Creatures are the easiest thing to sacrifice, so opponents might have something. And, yeah, Braid is not broken in this deck. Feldon's probably all right. I think Sad Robot we can do better. We already have... And, like, we might even cut Wood Elves, too. Because we already have, like, Herald, Rejuvenator, 6 1-mana Dorks. Do you have fetches in this deck? I see Bloodstained. I see
The number
Footy.
of decks in queue
Yeah.
right now is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There are a few decks
7?
in queue. Solid handful.
Yeah, we have 7 in queue right now, so it is open. So please send the super chat first and then send the chat. Or send the email.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about you think, Mia, are there any of these creatures that are less than 4 mana that we should cut for sweat purposes?
Sorry, I was just checking over.
Feldon's raising my eyebrow a little bit.
The 4 manas you're talking about?
Less than 4. Are there anything that looks like cuttable? Submissive and cuttable? Like, I'm not sure this is a Wood Elves deck.
I'm not sure if this... What is your mana base looking like for Wood Elves?
Like, the mana base is perfect, but I don't think this is a Wood Elves deck.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a Feldon deck.
It's like an alternate way to blitz.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sorta. But let's try to trim Wood Elves. I think we can make it work.
And thank you so much, Brain Paint. You are added right to the chat. Q.
Right? You're added to the chat. You can now chat. Your messages will now go through. Green Warden of Marasa.
Once you send the super chat, you will send it to the email I'm going to drop below. Please, if your name in the super chat is different than the name you email me with, please let me know what that is inside.
Because otherwise we don't accept super chat. We don't accept emails from strangers.
We do not.
Stranger danger. Let's get rid of Feldon because we were looking at him weird earlier too. Sakura Tribe Elder's probably good.
Oh, okay. Reggie, I just got yours. Thank you so much. I think it took a little while to go through. You were added right to the chat. I'm just going to email you, like, disregard my last email.
Please disregard. Hi, Amber. You're so cute. This is Amber, everyone. She's here to cuddle. Even if she is in the way. All right, I think to do this, I'm going to take off my wrist guard thing.
Yeah, BZ sprained his wrist recently.
I did. Freshly sprained. Let's put that aside for the time being, just so I can navigate through Amber. Oh, and then you leave immediately? Thanks for that.
Bye.
Appreciate that so much. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute and dumb. Everyone loves you. Drop some love for Amber in the chat. So she sees it and is motivated.
Yeah, Amber vibes. We love Amber.
She's lovely. She wants to show you all her butthole.
Very cat-like.
Very cat-like. Extremely cat-like.
Yeah, they said, hi, friend. Hi, kitty friend.
She's a furry friend, and everyone knows it.
You did so well at the vet today.
So good. She got 2 shots, like one for rabies and one for something else, and she didn't even cry about it.
Yeah, they said the last thing you should do is take off that brace, put it back on.
I can put it on now.
Thank you so much, 9 cuts? Question mark? Thank you so much. Yeah, send over your chat and make sure your name's in there. And thank you, Bastion Don. Thank you so much. You guys are both added right to the queue.
All right. Well, you need one more cut. Is there any of these lands that I would cut to make the deck more spiky? I don't really love Bojuka Bog in 3-color decks. And I think the spikier you get, the less you even care about Bojuka Bog. So maybe we would just trade it for something else. What land do you think we could throw in? Probably Takanuma would be good in this deck. That's just an untapped land. Oops. Yeah, okay, cool. And then the one card, the first ad that I would do for this is Bringer of the Last Gift. I mean, it's clearly...
It's been sick.
It's clearly busted in this deck. It's Living Death, which you were already playing. It's like one of the biggest downsides of playing Umori is you don't get access to Living Death. And they're like, no, here it is for like 3 mana. And it draws you a card when it dies. The other card that I like probably a little bit more than Green Warden is Timeless Witness. Because you can get it back from the graveyard.
I said heck yeah.
Seriously. Oh, well, it already is Timeless Witness. I should have known Joe Cherries was playing that card. All right, so anyway, we've added a land and we've added Bringer. Already sick improvement. Let's just look it up.
Thank you so much, Griffey. We appreciate it. You're added right to the queue.
Let's get our Jund on. Type creature, CMC equal to or greater than 4. Let's do some sorting. Let's see what we missed or what Joe Cherries. What did Joe Cherries of the Nitpicking Nerds miss?
Is that your clickbait title?
It could be. We might not even do too much clickbait today. We might be honest with everybody.
We usually do these streams a few times a month. However, we are going to be traveling soon, and we're going to miss a few streams. So we are going to do like probably 3 in the next week and a half of these. Yeah,
I feel like Perforos could be sick as well. You just play him as a creature, and obviously this deck has 55 creatures after I cut 9 creatures. So Perforos might be good. And then if you're in in the very late game, you just blitz him out. Pump your team. He's instant game over with Kessig Cagebreakers. Instant game over with Bringer of the Last Gift. You can easily hard cast him. Is there anything else that just immediately wins you the game? Probably really good with Apex Devastator. Keep an eye on that. Shieldred's whatever. Teamer Sabretooth? Kodama? We have Kodama? Question mark? We do not. I think Kodama of the East Tree, if that wasn't in Joe's deck, I think it was because it's kind of like it's so good it's lame. It's so good that it's...
But if you want sweat, we should probably add it in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%.
They said, LMAO, you guys are amazing. Thanks. And thank you so much for the congrats. We're really, really excited. And
yeah, and then Freshly Engaged, we told you like 2 weeks ago that this was the year of the Nitpicking Nerds. You have no idea. It is only going to get more and more hype.
Yeah, sweat. And they said, doesn't making things more spiky make them more likely to cut you? I mean, if you mean like target you, probably. However, I feel like the deal with Henzi is that sometimes the best like option is player removal, because you can't just keep removing Henzi because all your stuff gets cheaper. So you have to just go fast. It's just that type of commander. It's either player removal or you kill the entire board first.
Yeah, Mikaeus is a potential...
He's just too powerful.
A potential card to consider. Runescarred might be good. I know Joe like specifically didn't really have tutors in here. So...
Yeah, let them like, try. You're going too fast for that.
If we put Hoarding Broodlord, we can convoke it with Blitz and cast it for free, right?
Do they say, do you have exert creatures in here?
Not at the moment, but I don't think there's too many exert creatures to even put in here.
And what view type is this? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
This is Visual Grid, if that's what you mean, on Moxfield. Other than that, I'm not sure. Other than that, I'm viewing with my eyes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, Razaketh?
Sorry to bug chat.
Razaketh
Gather's down for maintenance. Okay.
What's down?
Yeah, visual grid is cool. Also, regarding emails, I'm Hein Reichcat and Nightgate. Sorry, I'm like probably butchering your names like crazy, but I am missing your emails. And also, Griffey, I am doing your Walking Dead commander. I'm missing your emails right now. Please send them over. I'll put the email in the chat.
Clouth is another card that is very silly.
It is still open right now. However, we will be probably closing soon. So
just to catch up, but we are gonna try to go through these decks pretty expeditiously, pretty quickly, just so everybody can get their tips, and we won't be farting around as much as we normally do. Clouth, this is one of the cards that Joe actually caught from the deck because it wasn't that fun, or one of the cards that Joe realized wasn't fun, so they didn't add it to the deck. Absolutely powerful.
Yeah, thank you so much for the congrats, and we would love to help you with your Glunch deck.
Lunchtime is over? We could say that.
They said put in Sidisi.
Oh, the tutor. Yeah. Sidisi Undead Vizier.
And thank you so much, Fisher. I am a dummy. Thank you so much. Yeah.
But you're
send it over. Send over all your restrictions. We would love to take a look at it.
Marin seems like a better version of some of these other cards as well. I think we will add Perforos.
Yeah, it doesn't devolve into a 3-hour impromptu video essay on the 1,000-year door is really an NN stream.
Don't mention it. Don't say his name. I'll start talking about
after
it.
The first wrong. Oh, did yours? Sorry, just can you ping it like up to me? Sorry, some of the names are there's just a lot in queue right now. So if you can just like ping it and just put your username in it, that will really help me.
Yeah, Mia is moving at mock speed right now, so I appreciate Mia's work, and if we're gonna make it as easy for her as possible.
Yeah, just ping it up.
Burning Rune Demon is another tutor that we can actually play. I still think I like Burning Rune Demon better than Runescarred Demon. I don't know if I'm gonna add Runescarred. Maybe it's still good in this deck, but we just added Razaketh, Hoarding Broodlord, and Burning Rune, so those are all pretty sick, nasty cards as well. I think maybe the last card we add is just another 1-mana dork. CMC equals 1. Oracle add. What do we miss? What are we missing here?
Yeah, mock speed. What's up?
I'm just trying to see if we're missing any mana dorks that make colored mana. Delighted Halfling, right? There we go.
Delighted Halfling's like the best.
Delighted Halfling. I knew there was one missing. That'll help speed things up. Since we did cut Wood Elves, we'll trade it for Delighted Halfling.
Okay, this is gonna be a weird one.
Ooh, I'm ready. Next deck.
I don't mean weird in like the deck's weird. I mean like I'm sending you a pasted in list.
Oh, okay. So I need to press like plus to make a new deck.
Yeah.
I'm going to just call this pasted in. Do you know who the commander is by chance?
Windgrace.
Lord Windgrace.
I think.
She thinks.
I was like, it started off with like very windy lord. Yeah, it's Lord Windgrace, normal.
Very windy lord. Ooh, okay. There is types listed, so this might be weird. Hopefully Moxfield knows what we're trying to do. Uh-oh. I think it might not like these things. What is line 101? Is it towards the bottom? Please hold. Mia, you can tell a story from your childhood while I get this going.
I don't know. I didn't have a childhood.
What's the error?
How about you just put up chat so I can like talk with people, or I can fix the error and you can tell a story from your childhood. Yeah, thank you so much, Griffey. Appreciate it. I got it. Okay, thank you so much. I'm getting it right to the. I got you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You were a real one. Oops. Error on line 101, and it won't even tell me what the error is. Error on line 98 now. Okay. Okay, whatever it was, I fixed it. I could not even tell you what I did if I tried.
Let's see.
And it's everything just went into our sideboard.
Doing from absent restores.
What is happening?
Email now. You guys building any new decks? Are you trying? We're trying to edit decks at the moment. We definitely some cards in our like $50 decks spiked like $10, so we're trying to rework those.
We should totally do that for a future stream. Just update our own decks. That could be fun.
Queue is going to be closed in the next like 2. So basically, you're going to send a super chat of $10 or more, and then you will email me your deck.
Once we get up to a critical mass of people in the queue, for our own sanity, we'll cut it off. We'll put the message above our head. We'll change to the deck queue is full. Then we'll finish those. Then we'll hop back on if we have time to get the rest done.
Which is about going to be in the next 1 or 2. I think pretty soon we should close it. However, you did ask, and I did not mention that queue was going to close soon.
So 5 changes?
This is a 5 changer, yes.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to get rid of Brushfire Elemental.
What are my opinion on donuts?
Not a good win condition.
I like Strawberry Frosted the best and Jelly Donuts.
Oh, same with Undergrowth Champion. They fit the landfall theme, but
chocolate.
They just are not good enough at closing out the game. And I think they're really bad at closing out the game, actually. Oh, Malira. What's going on with Malira? Creatures you control can't have -1 counters on them. And your opponent's creatures lose Infect? But why?
I think the only deck I'm missing right now is Fisher.
If somebody can know, one of the 145 people in chat, thanks for being in chat, by the way. If someone can tell me why Malira is in this deck, I don't.
We have not have Allie's Donuts yet. You're going to have to send that to me, Eric. Also, let's get lunch next week.
We should. Yeah, so I'm going to trim Malira. I don't see why she should be in here.
Maybe it's a meta call.
But honestly, even if it's a meta call, I don't think it's very good because she doesn't care about Toxic, and half of the good cards have Toxic and half of them have Infect, so you could draw Malira turn 2 against an Infect opponent with no removal, and they'll still proliferate you out.
Oh, that's so sorry. I had a friend who became once he hit 24, he just got allergic to almost everything. It was just
I lied. Never mind.
It was meat and processed carbs, so you couldn't eat chips or fries or anything.
It's actually not true. Malira does stop poison, but there's got to be better ways to do it, right?
Yeah, I have a proxy of Protein Hulk. It's a picture of a ham sandwich.
Nice. Meat and eggs. It better have a
let's get it.
With eggs. Genesis Wave, Scape Shift. This is already not the world's best Genesis Wave deck because you have a lot of non-lands. I think Dreadbore could be turned into a permanent, very easily. Same with Heroic Intervention. I just wouldn't play that card. Maybe we should cut it.
He said, "Lol, sorry, that was a one-off about the card about poison because I was going against 2 Infect."
Yeah, no worries. We'll trim it. Yeah. We shall trim.
And Fisher, just send the email again. Sorry if it's my email's being a little bit weird today, so I just want to make sure we get it in.
I'm not a fan of Dreadbore anyway, so I will cut that. We'll try to make that better. Try to make the Genesis Wave better.
Yeah, honestly, I'm trying to get processed foods out of our diet too. I'm the cook here for the most part, so we're trying to cook most of our food. And
very happy with Skyshroud Claim. That's going to be a good upgrade, especially since you have Proving Ground, and I'm sure at some point you'll get you can get the Cinder Glades of the world, or Overgrown Tomb, that kind of thing. Mana Echoes, huh? What are we mana echoing? Just elemental tokens?
Oh God, that's an awful story. I'm so sorry.
What's an awful story?
I was dating this girl and loved strawberries. We were watching a movie and she gave me a package of them. I was eating them until I noticed something fuzzy and turns out the whole container was moldy. Don't eat fruit in the dark.
Oh, no. That's so gross. Oh, no.
Yeah, would you maybe call it a permanent change to the deck? And Genesis Wave is good?
Genesis Wave is a good question mark, or Genesis Wave is good?
No, it was question mark. Yeah, ruined my love for fruits. We didn't last long. I love. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be real. Oh, I'd be scared about eating strawberries. That's like the equivalent of, it's like, oh, you're eating something soft and then you find something crunchy in it and you're like, oh, that turned me off for a little bit.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't want to chew through like a worm or anything. Jesus. Sadly, I cannot add Field of the Dead to this deck because there's a lot of basics. You probably could, and it'd be mostly good, but trim those down and, maybe cut like Rashad Reliquary Tower in the future. I can only do 5 ads, so can't do this whole
Eric said,
thing.
I ran from relationships for far lesser things. I respect it.
Eric, you almost give me like Jerry Seinfeld vibes where like you always have these relationships go wrong for like the weirdest reasons. Let's see.
Yeah, it reminds you of the joke, what's worse than finding a worm in your apple, finding half a worm?
Yeah, pretty much. We don't want to see lands. Let's see if there's any cards that could do us some good for lands decks. All right, I don't like that already. Okay, let's see. Harrow could be good. Springbloom Druid is a way to trigger landfall twice. Do we have that in here? I do love Springbloom Druid.
Thank you so much, Matt. We really appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to use that for the road trip snacks, which we love. What's your favorite road trip snack?
Favorite road trip snack?
He's a big fan of Brick.
I do love Brick, which is a giant Hershey's bar, and
it's like Abby this big.
It's literally brick size, so I like chowing down on that over the better course of like a half hour on the road. That usually is good for me.
BZ only eats salt flavored chips. We do love a good Kit Kat, and there is we drink like city water. We live in a suburb.
We drink city water? What does that even mean?
Well, they asked, is there a local water well?
Oh,
it's like, no,
okay.
We drink like tap water from the city, like the reservoir. Eric said, I was going to say the most George Costanza reason I broke up with someone is that she had me saved in her phone as Jim, but I went out with her again earlier this year, and there was actually a good reason we aren't together.
Okay.
Yeah. Does this have echoing depths? It's sweet.
That's the one that enters as a copy? It could. I could see throwing an
I've never tried that
here.
snack. Yeah, we really don't like beef jerky and stuff. It's just not our thing. Fisher, just got your deck. Thank you so much.
Not our cup of tea at all. I think it stinks up the entire freaking car.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Just like forever.
I was raised like partially vegetarian because my mom is a vegetarian, so I ate a lot of like the meat substitutes. So meat's not usually my jam.
We're going to get exploration in here. It's another great way to ramp out ahead. Since you are playing 36 lands.
This one is Lord Windgrace right now. Yeah, and BZ does eat bricks for snacks. Confirmed.
Go eat bricks. That's what they tell me. And I listen. I think another banger that could be in here is Kodama of the
Yeah, we're happy to
East
happy to
tree.
be vibing with you as you sort your collection. I hope you find some good stuff. I found some really chill stuff in my bowl.
Yeah, we could do like a sort our collection with us. Come hang out as we just sort. That could be good. We put on some like lo-fi in the background.
Yeah, we'll just we'll run through hang out through chat. We'll check out the colors. Maybe give our gradings of some cards.
Yeah, that would be fun. That sounds so chill already. These streams are usually like high.
That's because you're not supposed to make beef jerky tea. That's what you're doing wrong. Yeah, we both got some in a stocking for your dad's girlfriend gave it to us in our Christmas stockings.
Yeah,
and we're not big fans, but if you guys ever see Joe Cherries, I'm pretty sure Joe really likes.
Joe's a fiend for beef jerky.
So if you see Joe Cherries in person, they will very much like beef jerky.
Joe will eat anything smelly. That's the rule.
Speaking of music, does BZ jam to any hip hop or rap?
The only rap I even really am familiar with is Post Malone. I didn't like his music, or I didn't care for his music much, but after meeting him and hanging out with him, I was like, okay, you know what, I'll give it a chance. Actually, it's pretty good. I don't actively listen to it, but I will pretty much never turn off a Post Malone song.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Connor, and thank you so much for the congrats on the congratulations. We really appreciate it. We're really happy to be engaged. And that's awesome that they got married in Japan. We actually have a little promise between us, and it's that if there's a Magic Con in Japan, we will do our best to go to it.
We're looking for an excuse.
Because I really want to go to Japan. If you could close queue, that would be really great because we do have a lot of people.
We should close queue. Let's see. That's this
Also,
can
yeah.
be shrunk, and this can
And
be.
also,
there we
you
go.
know what you should do?
No.
We should talk about Card Kingdom, our sponsor for
Card
the
Kingdom, our
stream.
sponsor for the stream.
We're really proud to be
that's-
part of.
I turned this on. You know what? I'll turn them both on.
We're really proud to be part of the Card Kingdom family now. We're proud to be joining people, you know, like Prof and Command Zone, and just like they're a really awesome sponsor. They just, I don't know, they treat everyone really, really well. They were first to support the unions. We really love them, genuinely.
I just moved our whole tab. Okay.
To-
Card. Ah!
Please stop.
I'm.
Oh my God.
Oh God! There goes us. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to hide the BZ one, but yeah, we do love Card Kingdom. They're an amazing sponsor, and we are flattered to be working with such a great company that you should probably shop at.
Yeah, you could buy and sell cards there. They actually will pay you through PayPal or store credit, unlike Redacted. So go check them out. They're
right.
really, really awesome.
I resisted it for long enough, but Field of the Dead should actually just be in here. The more I
Yeah.
think about it, the more it should be in this deck because
He also asked, what do you think about Triumph of the Hordes in here?
it is an option, but you already have Craterhoof, and I don't think those cards are comparable, so I think Craterhoof is like a million times better. But Field of the Dead,
Yeah.
you already have 3 basics, so it's guaranteed 3. You might not hit it until turn 7, but if you're ramping, and if you switch for one snow-covered, one snow-covered forest, mountain, and swamp, that will basically guarantee that you get those 3 out, regular 3 basics, and Field of the Dead. Seriously, I can't even think of a reason not to play it, even in this deck.
To answer the questions, I'm closer to a Deathcore fan than BZ is. We don't have a date for the wedding yet. I'm sending you the next deck, and I'll answer a few questions once I send BZ the next deck.
Oh yeah, when we get the wedding, we will let everybody know. We might even
post a little bit about it.
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do like a video
We just don't know how well that'll perform.
or a live
Do
stream.
you guys actually want to see that?
Yeah, who wants to see wedding content?
Yeah, BZ is.
It wouldn't be in place of a regular
Yeah,
video. It'd be
BZ
a
is
bonus.
closer to a Swiftie than a Deathcore fan. That's pretty funny. Actually, BZ did not propose with the one ring. Thank you for the likes. If you could check the chat to, how many likes are we at?
We are at we're at a measly 30
If we
likes.
can get to 69 likes, BZ's grandma won't disown him.
Right, so please.
Yeah, it's very easy to eat veggie and vegan in Japan. I'm a big fish person too, so I really do enjoy. I could be a pescatarian like incredibly
Hi,
easy.
Miso. Is this a 5 changer?
This is a 5 changer.
All right.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm like holding up my phone and also petting
It's the
Miso.
other cat.
I don't know if Card Kingdom ships to the UK, unfortunately. You could go check it out though. They are just like pretty good about like, I don't know. I think they might, but I could be wrong. Yeah, we might stream it. If we do, we'll get our friend Alan to do it. Yeah, you joined pretty early. Queue is closed right now, but thank you so much for just hanging out. Yeah, press 1 for wedding content.
Press 1 for wedding content. If you want to see
Yeah.
wedding content, press 1.
Honestly, I could probably do bare minimum like a month without meat pretty easily. We really do like veggie soups with a lot of beans and lentils. That's a really
That is
easy way to
true.
get meat out of your diet, at least for a little. That some
So
of
this
them do
is-
want wedding content.
So we have a lot of. Oh, I see a lot of 1s. I think we might do something.
Yeah, tramp a little, but like your deck was cool. And like Greed looks pretty decent. Underworld Breach shows landfall. But
How many fairies? We have 11 fairies in the deck. So are there any fairy payoffs? This seems more like a flash deck and less like a fairies deck.
yeah, we have not been with TCG player for a while.
Yes, we just kind of saw what was going on with the unions, and we sort of backed out of that. This
let's
says
see.
return a spell.
And we
Discard.
appreciate it. We did get a couple comments once that was like, congrats on you guys getting engaged. I don't even play Magic.
Yeah. Who are you? Congrats.
Yeah. And that's really nice that your father helped you with wedding, like paying for it. That's that's really awesome. One of the reasons that we are waiting a little to plan stuff is that because weddings are really expensive, as you guys know. However, we are hoping to have a date by the end of the year. That's one of our New Year's resolutions.
Indeed it is. All right. Bitter Blossom.
Yeah, legumes awesome. Big fan. I made a red bean red lentil tortilla soup recently, and it was really rocking.
All right. I got to start cutting cards. I think Rewind can go. It's a lot to hold up, even though it does untap your lands. I think I'd rather just play a spell that was cheaper instead of having to hold up 4 mana, which is
he also
pretty
says
difficult.
he's looking for win cons.
Win cons. Okay.
Yeah, I just thank you for adding that in. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we'll get some cuts going.
Yeah.
I think Ops is probably...
And thank you for spending your day off with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll try to get some WinCons in here for you.
Snack audit request. Do you guys recommend any high-protein snacks without meat? I do. I'm a real big fan of like the charcuterie type board snacks. So if you don't want it without meat, like I do like those. If you want convenience, I do like those little plates with like cheese and dried fruits and then like cashews and stuff or nuts in general. Those are really, really good in my opinion.
You throw down some crackers and cheese, I am down to clown.
Yeah, bok choy soup, really awesome.
So Hullbreaker's a WinCon.
Let's see.
You can't go. I think you. Do you have an infinite in here? You're close. You're close to going infinite with Hullbreaker Horror. Any zero drop would make you go infinite.
Yeah, vegetarian lentil tortilla soup. Look it up. My old dietitian actually gave me the recipe. It's like the first one that comes up. I think it's by like this was. I think the recipe is by this website called like Peas and Crayons or something like that. It's like really, really good. Weddings are not cheap. I completely agree.
We are going to try.
Yeah, we keep joking, but this is a thing we will hold ourselves to. We have an expensive Patreon tier. It's like $3,000, but you come play with us for a full day, and you come to us, and we're just going to spend the entire day with you, jamming games, hanging out. And you could bring a bunch of friends if you want, and we'll all play games and have a really good time. However, if you're on that tier for, I don't know, 6 months or something, you'll get one invite to our wedding. And every 6 months, you get, like, an invite to our wedding.
Every 6 months, you score an invite. You can come.
So, and you can hold us to that.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So cards that have flash and can win the game, I know those are very few and far between already. You've got a lot of the best ones.
And thanks for spending your day on with us, too. Honestly, just everyone who spends time with us, we appreciate it.
Yeah, I think maybe Calidus Assassin?
Yeah, we don't know if we're going to have a December wedding. We just, our New Year's resolution is to have a date decided by December of this year.
Right. So we'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah, eggs. We eat a lot of eggs in here. We're a big runny egg family.
Oh, eggs. Absolutely primo.
Yeah.
Premium egg content is what we're here for.
Yeah, also they said put in Blood Chief Ascension.
Blood Chief Ascension? I don't know about that one.
Have you guys ever been invited to play EDH with other content creators? We do collab quite a bit. We're not allowed to say what's coming up right now, but we do have some in the works.
Multiple collaborations.
And if you have seen, we've been on a few streams too of like Play to Win. We do have some CEDH content there.
Mm-hmm. Modanon.
We're actually going to be on stream with Kuro tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Tonight. It's a big day today.
Yeah, let's see.
Big
Funny
day.
story, my dad's ex-girlfriend told us they were catering a bird watching tour. The night before they hosted a dinner that served vegetarian lasagna. The morning the dad heard an old lady say she enjoyed the lasagna but it tasted funny. Ex-girlfriend told her it was vegetarian. Old lady got fed and said it's my right as American to have meat with every meal. Yeah,
why?
That's interesting.
How many horror stories do you guys have that involve food?
Yeah. Quest bars aren't that bad. My mom used to eat those a lot. I have not checked out Commander Spellbook. I'm not even sure if I remember hearing about that, but that's super cool that there is a resource for that. Is favorable wins impactful enough in this deck?
Favorable wins. Is it in here? It's not in here. I think if it was in here, I would cut it. But we do obviously want some way to win. I think this Assassin, another Flash clone, can help you close games. You've already got, Stunt Double. I think it's just hard. It's like if you want to play this Flash deck, it's going to be hard to put a win condition in that has Flash or that cares about Flash things, Yeah. Maybe we can try to find a thing that's like cast during opponent's turn.
And thank you guys so much for joining with us. Yeah, you can catch us at cons to play games with us too. We do love just jamming games with everyone if you're at like MagicCon Chicago or all of those. Yeah, Drippy Egg, amazing. Hello. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're collabing with a bunch of people. You're going to get to see more of those the next coming months. We're really excited to show you that. Is there Notion Thief?
Notion Thief is in here. That card is silly.
Yeah, we're going to be doing these decks a few times in the next couple of weeks because we are traveling to do something really, really fun. And because of that, we're going to be missing a few streams. So we're going to be doing like 3 deck audit streams Thursday, next Tuesday, and I think we might be trying to get one in Sunday.
I definitely want to up your removal. I like Lethal Scheme and Snuff Out. I was going to say Pongify, but you're in black. So I just added
have it ready by then, Andrew. We'd love to see it. We really appreciate the fact that you love the CEDH content too. We're not experts, but we do love playing. It's been really good. It's like tickling our brains.
It is tickling our brains.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we met through Magic. So it's really awesome so we actually do want to incorporate Magic into the wedding at somehow. We were thinking about maybe using like basic lands as like seating placements. You're sitting at the mountain table and stuff. Like that sounds like We're trying to incorporate in little ways like that, but not making it like, oh, this isn't our wedding, this is an RCQ. Also, we happen to be getting married.
Now, this might not make sense, but I think if we're trying to specifically find win cons for this deck, I think Scarab God could be okay, because what you do is you just pass with all your mana up. Now it is kind of like you can flash in a new threat every game, every turn, and Scarab God can take over the game, especially I think in the pods you're going to play. And I think that's a good way to go. We do want one more ad and then 2 more cuts.
Yeah. While you do that, I'm going to just answer some chat. They said Displacer Kitten. We're going to be playing on Kuro Hitsuki's Twitch stream tonight. He's a friend of the channel. He's super cool. He's also a Magic ambassador. So go check him out. We're going to be on at like 10 p.m., I think.
Battling
It's going to be later. It's going to be some more casual Commander. Is there anywhere you could follow us? Yes, we do have Twitters. It's Nitpicking Nerds on Twitter. And we also, we have Nitpicking Nerds on Twitter, and I also just post some personal stuff about our travels, and that's just straight up Mia Largo. So if you want the business stuff, it's Nitpicking Nerds, and then if you want to see more about like our personal lives, like pictures of Miso and just hanging out, it's Mia Largo.
All right, I'm misleading signposts I've never loved.
Yeah, I'll listen to any horror story about food because I think that's just something we're doing. Horror Stories, the company that makes the Kraft mac and cheese ice cream. Someone burned mac and cheese in my dorm once while I was in college, and we had to evacuate the entire dorm at 3 a.m. and they showed us a little black cup of like charred mac and cheese from a microwave.
God.
We called the kid Mac and Cheese Kid for the next like year and a half.
You know, with your mana value, it's 3, even after me adding those expensive cards. So I think you can just trim a land from this deck. That's what I would do. You have 37 now?
Yeah.
After cutting a land, I think that seems good. And we'll go to the next deck, because we are adhering to our word of being a little bit more
I have to...
snappy with these.
Adam, you're up next. It's Hitsugu and Kairi. He says, would like to add some split cards. And he said also... to maximize the CMC and make the deck more interesting than just staples. So while he looks at that, I'm going to look at some of these more chats. Quest bars are really, really dense. Stay hydrated, everyone. Thank you so much for saying hello to us. We have water right here.
Chat is just popping off. We got a lot of people in here.
We
love
do.
chatting with you.
Yeah,
Feel free to keep your messages flowing. It's great.
We do love chatting with you guys. We love having a ton of interaction. Crimson Vow invite, that might be interesting. I feel like that set's going to like spike a little in price. I feel like there's like sleepers in there that people didn't realize. How many mana rocks would you run in a deck like this, given it has a low CMC? I think they were talking about the last one, though.
Okay.
CDH, that's funny. I will write Kuro Hitsuki in the chat.
So you can spell it, yeah.
Don't send it through email. Send a super chat in the next stream, or if we open things up later, just send it a super chat and then send it, because it's going to get lost if you just straight up send it and then say, like, IOU super chat later.
So you just have a ton of giant spells in here, which makes sense.
The most common mistakes we see for people building for EDH is they don't put enough card draw in, and their CMC is too high, so they can't actually play their spells, or they can't get to the spells they can play.
Resurrection Orb. I think Resurrection Orb is a
cheese-flavored
pretty
ice cream,
expensive card.
I like ricotta, so I think that if you are going for like a less sweet ice cream, that could be really cool. But I don't want like a cheddar ice cream.
Don't know how good of a deck, or how good of a Ashnuts altar deck this is. You only want to sacrifice your commander? Not so sure.
I'm going to type in Kuro Hitsuki in here and just show so you can look him up on chat. And so you could see where we're going to be playing later.
Totally. I'm going to be winning, too. So stay tuned.
Okay, there we go. Your chat's going real fast. Thank you guys so much for interacting with us.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
Microwave your mac and cheese with water.
Ooh, soul manipulation.
Yeah, Demir Streak.
That's an option to cut.
Not horrible. If you like chicken and waffles, get some eggs and some spicy chicken strips. That's interesting. I might like that. I haven't used, when I'm really trying to go real fast, I make Japanese curry and I use chicken nuggets as in place of chicken katsu. Just fry them up real crispy in like the air fryer. Really easy.
Mia, how do you feel about 42 lands? In this deck? The average mana value is 3.7. But
I think the average mana value should be lower in that I don't run...
But that's a lot of lands.
I think that's a lot of lands. I try not to run more than 36.
I think we can easily cut 2 and get down to 40.
Yeah, I'm trying to go fast with these comments. I love the fact that you guys are all talking so much. I really appreciate it. And we love the interaction, but the chat's going real fast.
Chat's popping off.
And if I don't talk real fast, I'm not going to see half of it.
We're going to respond to as many people as we can.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just trying to go fast. We're trying to make sure everyone gets to talk with us and that we can respond to as much as possible. They say HK goes infinite with mass reanimation, spell recursion, and sack outlet. Hitsu and Kairi, I guess.
Is this the owner of the deck or just... Someone else. Because we don't really have any mass reanimation.
I don't think it's the owner.
That's good to know.
No, please don't send the deck list on Super Chat.
So.
Queue's closed right now, so please don't send anything. But if queue is open, then then send the Super Chat and then send it to me through email, because for some reason YouTube really doesn't like it when people send links, because I think that has to do with people getting hacked.
Something like that.
So it might mute it and not show it to us if you do send a link.
How about let's instead of a land, let's add another 2-mana rock, Mia. What do you think? So we got Arcane Signet, Dimir Signet, Mind Stone, Talisman, and Thought Vessel. But we could easily add another one.
I mean, Pristine's not the worst.
Well, we want a 2-mana one.
Oh.
I did not know you liked Pristine Talisman.
It's okay. It's not the best, not the worst. I mean, these are usually the mana rocks that I'm running. I mean,
I know we're forgetting one. Felwar Stone.
Yeah, Felwar. There we go.
That's what I would add.
Yeah, BZ's a big cookie dough ice cream fan.
Oh.
I'm a big strawberry ice cream fan, and if the ice cream is good, mint chocolate chip is really good. But I've had a lot of bad mint ice cream. 42 is a lot of lands. Yeah, I don't usually run more than 36.
Yeah, we cut it down to 40, and I think you could flirt with going even lower. But
yeah. We appreciate it, Eric. Yeah, no, we love when people are hanging out with us when they're working or even when they're not working. Just thanks for hanging out. We appreciate
let's look at some big boys here.
I said Thought Vessel, Everflowing Chalice. Thanks for working on my deck. We're not going to send the deck list back to you. However, we do have NN Deck Audits. It's the account that we're doing all these on. So you can look on there and it will be public and you can just check it out through there.
Yeah, sorry, here it is. All right.
Yeah. I hope you're having a good day at work then, and thank you so much for the congrats on the engagement. We're really, really happy.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, mint chocolate chip is S tier if it's good, but I have had some really bad mint flavors. I was making mac and cheese when I was 13 and totally forgot about it. 25 years later, the evidence of that day is still in the post. Yeah. People don't forget that. Ooh, that sounds really good. Raspberry cheesecake. Ube cheese ice cream. That's interesting. I've had a really good ube milkshake once.
Flood of Tears.
I'm a big boy. Philippine ice cream. I love Thai rolled ice cream. That's a really good one. Tillamook. We recently got some Tillamook ice cream for BZ to try.
How about Flesh Duplicate? That's basically another Phantasmal image. This deck probably loves that this card exists. We also added some top-end stuff in the form of Confluence because it's tough to play counterspells in this deck because you don't want to whiff, so it won't whiff. And then I also added Felwar Stone, obviously, because you want to ramp and you want to get Hitsugu and Kairi out and you want to play your spells in the late game, but still don't think you need 42 lands. Is there any cheap stuff that we could drop? Maybe more Plaguecrafter variants. Maybe another one of those could be good, so we can interact. Like a Fleshbag Marauder. And then maybe a spell too. Let's see. What are some dumb
Another counterspell that can't whiff? Cryptic Command, Rocky. Yeah, Rocky Road is cool. Yeah, Ube is one of those things where, like, I haven't had enough of it to have a real strong opinion, but the few times I have had it, it's been pretty okay.
Let's see.
How many land/mana sources do you aim for it? If I'm playing green, does land ramp roughly equal mana rocks? I'm pretty new to deck building. So it really depends on your average converted mana cost. That definitely depends on
You can find that on Moxfield.
Yeah, you can find that on Moxfield. Super cool. Don't play rocks in green for the most part unless you're playing like a Glissa deck because that will care about artifacts. They're more easy to disrupt than, one Vandal Blast will take that out, but a lot more people are not playing mass land destruction because of the social contract in Commander. So it's more safe to put out lands for the most part in casual Commander.
Maybe another sack outlet like Yahenni. And now if I was totally overhauling this, I would maybe change some more things, but I think Yahenni is a hard to kill sack outlet that can actually close out the game if you wipe the board. I like it a lot.
I'm going to send over the next one.
Sweet.
It's Bracos.
I think we're actually, I don't know, Mia, if you can tell, but it seems like we're getting distracted less.
Yeah, we are. I'm also just like, I'm trying to go chat real fast. Let's see. Banana is an underrated ice cream flavor. BZ hates banana.
I hate it.
BZ actually hates banana. I had a banana in the house once for a smoothie, and BZ was like, "That's disgusting."
What is that doing here?
Our potas have actually named him D-Bag Marauder. That's funny.
D-Bag Marauder.
Yeah, this is a 5-changer.
Kaya Geist Hunter.
Banana. I like Banana. And hey, thanks for joining. I love Rocky Road by Weird Al. I have some friends who really love Weird Al.
Me too.
Let's see.
Cherry's is a big fan.
I have a question for you. Who would you helm for a commander deck that was inspired with 2016/2017 standard/modern Coco? It doesn't need to be banned exactly, nor run the actual card Coco things. That's your call. I started playing a little bit around late 2015, and I started playing when like Eldrazi Winter was a thing. But I took a little bit of time off due to college. I started playing Commander in 2017. I started with the Edgar Precon. So
yeah,
I missed the Coco thing.
That could be an interesting experiment. I do want to stay on track with these decks. What is this, a 5-changer?
Yeah, this is 5-changer. Hey Nick, thanks for joining.
Vat of Rebirth,
and he says no specific goals for Bracos, looking for general feedback.
General feedback, huh?
Yeah, Licorice.
I'm sure there's a couple cards that we would trim. Like you want to get out
That's pretty
party
funny
members early. Cheap party members are good to cantrip. So maybe I'll be more interested in like the more expensive stuff. What is our party size? We've got 9 clerics, 9 clerics, 6 wizards, 8 warriors, and 7 rogues. All right.
Yeah, the changeling. I feel like Giver of Runes is like always one that little underperforms for me. That's just personal.
Yeah,
opinion.
Mom's in here too. But if you want an early thing, it's fine.
We got engaged.
We did.
To each other.
To each other. Not at the same time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
who won't allow bananas in the homes? I think
that's a mistake. Yeah, I don't know who would do that. I don't really like Gisa. You can maybe find a better
That's
wizard.
insane. I didn't realize a banana smoothie would smell that much.
Asterion can slap a little bit. Asterion will definitely do some stuff. I don't know about protection from everything on your commander. I know this card was more hyped before, but it feels a lot like Frontline Medic. So I think I don't like these cards that just like supercharge your commander. I'd rather just get in. I have found that Burricos connects pretty easily.
Yeah.
Also Kaya I don't love. This deck is not making enough tokens.
They said, does this deck want Universal Automaton? It's already running Changeling Outcast.
Maybe. I don't. Yeah.
You hate Twilight Prophet?
I'm not a fan, but it is a cleric.
I was like, I'm just saying.
But white black, you know. Oh, Siphon Mind. That's a card we can cut. It's kind of just generic. I don't think it's that powerful.
We got engaged to each other at different times because
we did?
You just said that like a little while
ago. No, I said like, oh, we got engaged. We both got separately engaged to someone else.
Yeah.
And we're both announcing it right now. It's like, no.
No, we're engaged to each other.
And then Vorpal
Black
Sword.
Market Connections we're not big fans of.
In this deck, it's more forgivable for sure.
We just mean in general we're not.
But like, I don't know. I'm not a big Vorpal Sword guy.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend it. Whisper Soul Cloak I also don't love, but that's
the equip cost is too much. It's a lot of setup.
You know, this is also one of the most cut cards we've ever done on these streams. And I want to cut it, but we've already reached our 5 cuts, so we will leave it alone. So let's just look for like party members. That's what I want to see if we can add.
They said I'll admit Vorpal Sword is a meme. Yeah. Engaged to me so never. No. They're brother and sister at best. I've killed people with Vorpal Sword before. It's really funny, but it is not easy. The nitpicking lover. Yeah, someone in the comment called us the nitpicking newlyweds, and all I gotta say is soon.
Soon. The year of the nitpicking nerds.
When Vorpal Sword shows up on my deck list. If you don't want us to cut it, just send me an email that says don't cut it from this deck list. So I have a
just switch it for that card that we were just talking about, Surge of Salvation.
Yeah, well, it's not that we don't want to cut Whisper Soul Cloak, it's that artifacts usually show up really far down on the list, and we've already made our cuts by the time we
Sometimes
see
it just survives just by being...
Yeah, no worries, I think it works on yours. Like, we'll take a look. I'm building a Tree Folk deck. I have main creatures, but they're very expensive. What card should I put in the Abzan?
Tree Folk? Honestly, it's kind of impossible just hearing that. I don't know what you have already, so if we did a deck outlet, I could totally, like... That makes sense. Yeah. I think Lotho will be good in this deck because it's a rogue. It's cheap. And we can easily double spell with these 1-drops. Yeah,
the nitpicking not quite newlyweds yet. And Adam from the previous deck of Hitsugo and Kairi said, you have any other tips for the other one? I'll gladly donate a bit more to hear more of your thoughts.
More tips for the Hitsugo Kairi?
Yeah, I mean, you do have your Wrath coming up. You're actually next.
Yeah,
so if you do want to switch that to Hitsugo and Kairi, we can also change it to that.
That's sort of like our resolution. We just want to keep this moving so everybody gets like a fair shake at some upgrades.
Yeah. Vorpal Sword isn't it's like a meme, but it's also a lot of mana to invest into it, and it's also like, it's like if you connect, if you can pay the 7 mana, it's just like a lot, and then that's all we're saying.
Tymna's a little pricey, but this deck is $1,000, so I would definitely recommend Tymna, especially since you've got some invasive stuff, some 1-drops, and it helps you draw your card.
Yeah, Vorpal's a big investment, and we do take new deck audits when the prices are above our heads. Right now, we are just trying to get through all the ones we've already taken. We might open up queue. We'll try. No promises, though.
We are only an hour in.
Yeah, tips for tips.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching the show and supporting us. We really appreciate it.
We really, really do.
Yeah.
Ooh, Combat Calligrapher is a cleric? That is an aggressive magic card. And this feels like we're trying to get combat in. So I like that a lot. I don't know why this card is a cleric. I don't know why clerics would even be on Strixhaven. I'm pretty sure everyone on Strixhaven is a freaking wizard. But sure, yeah.
Everyone on Strixhaven.
Sure, it's a cleric. It's casting the same spells as all the wizards are, but it's a cleric. It heals. It does not heal in any sense at all on the card, but yeah.
I don't think we hated it, but if you do resubmit it, we can make more changes. Later down the line.
Maybe we just want another. Well, I got 4 rocks in here. 4 rocks in here. Maybe a 5th one would make sense. Do you have Knight of the White Orchid?
Yeah. Thanks for joining the stream, and thank you so much. We're really excited to get married.
I know it's it's not a party member, but if I was going to just add a signet, that would not be a party member either.
Yeah. We're not even at
probably what I'd recommend.
69 likes yet. BZ's grandma's going to disown him.
But we are at 170 viewers, and thanks everyone for tuning in, because this is some of the highest viewership we've ever had.
Yeah, thank you so much. Are you saying wizards can't be clerics too? I don't know the politics of whether you can be a wizard and a cleric at the same time.
Everyone's whispering.
I wasn't that good at D&D.
Everyone's whispering, and Strixhaven's like, he's a cleric too.
Yeah, I was. All my D&D groups, all the schedules came and went so fast that I'm not sure if we ever learned about double classing.
Ooh,
perhaps the cleric was on holiday.
There is Space Marine Devastator as more removal.
Yeah, Kickbatter's really good, and they said you'll only be the nitpicking newlyweds until after the nitpicking nuptials.
Nitpicking nuptials. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Wow, nuptialing nerds.
Yeah. Captain Regals, thank you so much for joining. We actually have your Commander tune-up coming up.
Yes, it's the next video coming out for us.
Yeah, it should be tomorrow, so long as our editor.
I know it took us a little bit, but
sorry, Christmas.
We got slammed with Christmas.
But we're really excited, and we're excited to show you what we built for your friend Alyssa.
Right. So for this deck, we added some removal. We added some card draw. We added some ramp. We added some. We also got in some punchies, which is great. It works really good with the other cards that we added, and then we also added Latha, which is good for party shenanigans. So I think now you have even more party stuff going on, and we're gonna jump to the next deck.
Yeah. Well, oops. I almost put it in chat instead of here.
Do you almost dox somebody's deck?
I mean,
hey, we're about to do that.
I was like, you're gonna literally dox them right now.
We're about to do that right now.
So welcome back, Adam, to the screen. Let's see. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining. Even if you don't like Commander, we're happy to have you.
This is for all Magic enjoyers, or just
people who want to hang out, have a good time.
Nerdy-looking fellas enjoyers.
Chat, what's the most slept on 40k Magic card? BZ's a big fan of Prismari Eliminator.
Primaris.
Primaris?
Yes. Prismari is on Strixhaven, where all the clerics are.
We also did not get into Warhammer 40k. I almost did at one point. I bought the starter armies. There was 2 of them, so you're supposed to play with a friend. But there's a big investment to
you don't have a
space
friend.
And stuff. And I don't have friends. Anyways.
It's a big investment on having to have a friend.
And that's a little too much for me.
Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. There's some spicy spells in here. Time Warp, Time Spiral.
He says, so this raft deck wins 75% of the time. My friends kind of hate it, but they
75.
respect it's an uncommon legend, not busted on its face. It's the deck built around it.
Okay, 5 changer, right?
Yes, this is a 5 changer.
I'm happy to take a look at this. I'm glad that you win so much. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool to
Deck
hear.
audits are not open right now. However, normally it says that you can send us a super chat of $10 or more, and then you will email me your deck list, and we'll do it on stream depending on how much money you send us. That depends on how many changes we make.
Release to Memory is a very all or nothing card. Quite often, I think does nothing, so I want to get rid of it.
We don't know if it's going to be queue full for the entire night.
Fogs either.
We are trying to go as fast as we can. However, we will be leaving at 7 p.m. If you can't get in tonight, that's okay, considering we will be open on Thursday. We're going to be open next Tuesday, and I think we're going to try and do this Sunday also.
Yes, we're going to try to get a lot of stuff going on. This is only for Mia, but she's got her phone pulled up. I just love the stupid thumbnail that you have to look at below. It's some guy going like this.
Yeah,
I don't like polymorphous
just
either.
Because you and Cherries were really into it, and then was like,
I love this card. No, I would have built a Raft deck, but I already built a Balmor deck, which I like even more from the same set, and that's also an uncommon legend. It gets like the same. It's a very similar deck. So sadly, I built Balmor, and Raft is just like one of the coolest commanders I don't play.
Yeah, thanks for joining the stream. 4 p.m. We're gonna go live Thursday and do this again. You can join in the queue immediately when we go live.
But real quick to touch on these cards, I cut these because they're all very narrow, and they don't do something all the time. A lot of them can be very hit or miss. So I want to just keep your consistency up. Let's see. I do love a preordain.
Yeah.
It's even good in this deck.
I get that 40k is also very expensive. I've heard a little bit about it here and there. And I'm like, ooh, can't afford that. And magic.
Return target instant or sorcery. That's kind of neat.
Prismatic Stands and Jest is a meta call. It blows out people when I block with my 1/1 tokens. Agreed, they can be hit or miss, silver bullet types, etc.
Yeah, I'm just not a big silver bullet fan. I think in general, even in I'd rather just have cards that are good across the board. We can try to put in cards that are similar-ish, but I'd want them to have some other modes, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel too bad about cutting
The commander of this is Raph.
Good old Raph. Cast an instant or sorcery, tap 2 dudes to draw a card, and you can pay 5 to pump.
And thank you so much, Andrew. We appreciate it. Queue is closed, but I think it might not have been exactly clear when I was chatting about you could send it a dome before the super chat. So send it over, and we will make sure that gets in. And we're going to try and open queue again, anyways. But
we are going to try to keep it moving, but
please don't send any more because we can't promise after this that anything.
Don't treat this like a second queue. But mistakes happen. Sometimes people aren't watching live.
Yeah.
Depose, deploy. There's got to be a better way to make Thopters than that.
They only say the only Raph I acknowledge is the Mutant Ninja Turtle.
He's a cool but rude guy. That's how I would say it.
Yeah, and no, we really appreciate you watching. Thank you.
Creatures can't be blocked this turn. I didn't even realize that mode was on this
I would
card.
like to maybe add another counterspell and spells that are always applicable. Also, I've tweaked the ratios quite a bit. Spell for a spell when I replace.
Sure, yeah. We'll make sure we add, in this case, 4 instants or 4 spells. And then we gotta trim one more thingy-majiggy here. Maybe a creature. Any of these creatures look off to you? Brett says Dovin's Veto. Yeah, Dovin's Veto's good.
Yeah, nothing's crazily off to me in this, but
Clarion Spirit, I'm not always the biggest fan. Casting 2 spells, you're gonna get some spirits.
I feel like Junkwinder is a little weird considering you rely on another piece along with your commander to do something for it. So it's like you're not just making tokens from your commander. You have to have Raph and a token maker and Junkwinder out to have an effect.
Right. So
yeah, regular bullets and silver bullets, perhaps.
I'll figure out if those cards are cuttable by looking at cards that are creatures that make tokens. Cards that are creatures and make tokens. There could be a few good ones, for all I know. Ooh, Benny Brax. At the beginning of each end step, if you made a token this turn, draw a card. Seems good to me. Benny. Mr. Benny.
Mr. Benny. Official.
That one looks solid.
You said Anim Pakal?
Anim Pakal, I think, is red-white. If I remember correctly.
Monastery Mentor. New permission denied is the second Dovin's Veto.
Let's try trimming Clarion Spirit for good old Benny. any Brax. And then we'll make sure that the cards that we add are like counterspell. Like we'll have like one counterspell, but then we need some that make tokens just so we know that these cards are going to work more of the time. I'm sure there's a couple ones that I'm going to see, and I'm going to be like, oh my god!
Depose Deploy was my second benevolent offering, and we know BZ loves that card.
I do love it, but I don't think Depose Deploy does a good enough job of replicating the sheer awesomeness of benevolent offering. Do we have perplexing test in here? Yeah, perplexing test is sick. C double duplication. I've been pretty happy with Elminster's Simulacrum, but you want more small dudes. You want more small. Ooh, Occult Epiphany. That's a card I have liked. Especially since when you cast it, you're going to draw a card anyway. I have been super happy with this in Balmor, and I feel like Wrath is very similar, so that's got to be some good overlap. Are there any counter spells?
Hey, thanks for joining. They say Shurikai makes tokens, just saying.
No, it really does.
Slaps.
That's like not unreasonable.
So Permission Denied has Samuel L. Jackson on it, which makes it even better. That's funny.
Yeah, it does. It does. You didn't say
yeah,
the magic
Andrew,
word.
send it over. Q is closed right now, but I don't think I was incredibly clear with like how I worded that Q is closed. Like, so just send it over.
We'll try our best to get to it.
And we'll try our best. And if we don't get to it on stream, we will just send you the link with all the changes made.
Absolutely, 100%.
They said Min Widely Illusionist for tokens.
Protect the Negotiators is like kind of a counterspell, kind of not.
Yeah, the commander of this is Raph.
Weatherlight Stalwart.
I was going to say Captain. I'm like, that's not right. That's Sisay.
Yes.
Genesis Engine isn't an instant or sorcery. Try to cut it.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what.
It's not in the deck. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
It is not.
Yeah, we didn't.
It's a card we considered, but we'll make sure we look up. Let's just look up instance. Let's just see what's up.
Or don't add it. Yeah, it's not in to begin with, so you're good.
Yeah, we were just flirting with the idea. We saw it from across the bar. We were like, we bought us a drink, but we had to go home.
Our joint husband was waiting for us.
Let's see. How are we looking at chat? Is chat still popping off over there?
I try to avoid all the artifact hate in my meta. That's fair, and chat is not popping off as much as it was, which is why I'm not talking as much.
I see.
Do you want water or something while chat
I
is
was going to go change my socks, actually, because I'm...
Busy sweaty!
I'm freezing.
Oh, Busy's freezing.
I need to put on some longer socks and warm up.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
Thank you so much for checking in with the channel. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for checking in with Patreon. If you guys do want to join our Patreon, we have a ton of new things to offer, including like spell table gameplay that we're going to record with friends and other content creators that you can come check out. We're going to be uploading those soon. We're actually recording a monthly Patreon-only podcast that you can check out, and you can vote on the topics too to see what we want to talk about. That'll be really, really fun. And what? I'll drop a link. And there are higher tiers that say like you get one-on-one consultations with us, or the fact that you can even come to play with us in person for a full day. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And we are going to, and you can join. There's tiers for everyone, so check it out. I am putting it in the chat right now.
Wow.
What?
Socks make a huge difference.
I guess.
That was great. That was much better.
Go check it out there. Yeah, not everyone can submit a deck. It's if you've done super chats to us of a certain price, and Q is also open.
Right, so you'll know.
No thanks, Giant Robot Waifu. It's not drawing in the Franks or, what's it called, or Neon Genesis, but we do what we can.
Let's look at see.
Are you guys going to do this again? Yeah, we're doing it Thursday. We're doing it Tuesday, and we're going to try and do it Sunday. And thank you so much. The weather is not the greatest here. We had our first snowfall recently, and we are not fans of snow. But it's the first one, so it's not that bad.
I feel like Thirst for Discovery could be a good way to find cards. But again, we have so much card draw because of Wrath. Maybe.
What do you think about Oh, sorry, go.
Like Generous Gift is a consideration. But I really just want to make tokens.
Yeah, I haven't been playing too much Generous Gift or Stroke of Midnight recently, but I guess if you need a lot of like single target land or something, it might be okay. But I do find it's a little bit expensive. We are located in Rhode Island. How do I
Crowed
decide what to
Island.
cut, what to actually put in a deck? You want to make sure you have a good spread of ramp removal, card draw, and then also like things that can help you at different points in the game to really help it out. Make sure your curve is looking pretty good. And I know that's kind of hard to determine based on deck by deck, but if you're not cheating stuff out, make sure your curve is around like the 3 mark, or the lower the better, so you can actually play stuff. Make sure you have enough answers to. Interaction is really important, and I feel like people don't play enough of it in Commander.
I would agree with that.
What dollar amount super chat to get a wedding invite? I get
Super chat?
no, nothing in the super chat. How? I guess.
Hold on.
What?
What's the number?
Okay.
Let's
Our deal
figure this
was
out.
if you're at our $3,000 tier for 6 months, that you get an invite to our wedding.
But we gotta give you a huge discount, because I would say
$10,000.
$10,000 super chat, you're in.
Keep an eye on chat.
This is my word is my bond. $10,000 super chat, you will receive an invite to our wedding, 100%. That is legally binding. I'll even shake hands. All right, let's see. I don't even know if YouTube lets you send that much, but it's true. If you want to come, we're happy to have you. We would be honored to have you, but $10,000 super chat. All right, let's see. We got to make sure that we can produce some creatures, but that we also have got other stuff going on. I'm looking over here at Midnight Haunting, and Exotic Pets or Startle as ways to always have 2. You already have Raise the Alarm, so I could see Exotic Pets being good in this deck.
You give me your water and stuff.
Thank you.
Just keep chatting with chat. Also, give me my water, please. I'm very I don't have the arm length.
You're very grabby right now. I don't know what's going on. Exotic Pets could be good, but yeah, I think maybe just another removal spell would round this out nicely. Honestly, people were talking about Generous Gift. I could see it being good. It seems like it would make sense in this deck. So we made sure to add 4 instants for 4 instants and a Benny Brax for a creature. So that should be the same ratios of everything that you wanted. And I will see. Well, I was going to get to the next deck, but instead I'm going to get to the next sponsor, which is Card Kingdom. They got cards. You want cards. We want cards. We've just started using Card Kingdom, and actually, we're kind of salty that we didn't use it before because it's just ends up being super fast and easy, and I never really remembered how refreshing it was to have every package, every card that I ordered in the same package. Card Kingdom just kind of reminded me how good that is and how much money that's worth. I would so much rather get all my cards in the same package, get free shipping, than spend $1 on shipping for 25 different packages and have them take 15 business days to get to my house. So that was just my 2 cents on Card Kingdom. Let's see. I don't know if I can do this from Mia's phone. I'm just looking at her little notebook here. I might just read chat for a second. And I'll just look like this, I'll say it. I miss CSI. All right, well, we miss them too, but the change is part of life. Gotta be honest, use Card Kingdom for my first ever big order, then just use TCG Player and hate these 7 different packages for 15 cards. I don't know about y'all, but a wedding in Indiana could be less than 10K. Just make sure you check the quality of cards Card Kingdom sends you. You still accepting decks? We are not accepting decks at the moment because the queue is full, but we are filling it. Nemad says, bees, what's up? That's me. That's me. Me.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi. Just waiting on the next deck.
Cool. Sorry.
I was reading some chats. We talked about Card Kingdom. They're pretty cool.
Card Kingdom's awesome. Did you already do the ad?
Well, that was me talking about Card Kingdom.
Yeah. No, they're
No,
really,
I talked
really
about
awesome.
them without doing an ad.
Well, it was a question. Let's see. This
Here
one is titled
comes.
No Soul Ring. We appreciate.
So it sounds like you need some fast mana. I would add Jewel Lotus, but I'm leaning towards Soul Ring, actually. Soul Ring only. Got it.
100 Soul Rings.
Got it.
This
I
is
will
a vibe
add
changer.
so many Soul Rings to this deck.
Let's
All right,
see.
Vorn
We're not
Flex.
accepting decks at the moment. However, we will.
Yeah, I covered that.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
All right, we got Planeswalkers for the instant ulti.
That is true, Brett.
Whiptongue Hydra. I don't know how much trouble flyers are giving you, but I don't really like Whiptongue Hydra too much.
Yeah. Yeah, hit up Card Kingdom, see if they'll sponsor our wedding. That would be really funny. And no, we're really happy to be sponsored by them. They're really awesome.
They're really great. For serious,
yeah,
they're
keep
great.
an eye out. We're going to have a landing page soon. I'm really, really excited to design it because we're going to be able to put stuff like our, favorites from certain sets or just our favorites of all time. And I really want to make it so that we can keep the most worth buying for each month on there so you can buy them very quick and then just every month have them rotate in and out. Would Beezy call his alter ego Bizzle? No, it's actually Nodnarb. It's Brandon backwards, and he's Beezy with a mustache. Yep. And he plays Flesh and Blood.
And he one-ups me on everything.
Yeah. Yeah. He recently moved from Buffalo, and he is used to the snow, but that doesn't mean he likes it.
It dies, draw 2, and it fights. Oof, I don't
Andrew,
know if
I got
love
your deck.
This. Waiting for fights is not ideal. We have plenty of ways to draw cards in this deck, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah,
there's one there's one after this, and then Brain Paint, you are up after that person.
Tail Swipe, I think we can do better than. I just don't love it. I mean, I get that you want to protect foreign collects with all this stuff, so maybe I won't touch it, but oh man. Silk Guard, I don't really like Silk Guard.
Yeah, no worries, Andrew. Worst comes to worst, this is a VOD, so you can just watch it back.
Rampant Growth, bunch of good rampies.
Okay, one, BC gives Waluigi vibe. We all know that. He's like,
for sure.
He's super tall, and he does like make weird little sounds every so often.
What?
Budget Bomb section? Possible. Budget Bombs hasn't been doing as well as we'd like it to, unfortunately.
The people are not as high on Budget Bombs.
People are not as high on Budget Bombs, so we do maybe want to make it, instead of an every month thing, maybe like make it every 3 months. But if you do like it, show some love to Budget Bombs when it comes out next, and we'll know to bring it back some more.
Write to your local senator. Tell them more Budget Bombs content.
Yeah, who's our favorite Blink/Flicker commander? I mean, you do have a Thassa deck.
I do, yeah. Thassa Deep Dwelling, I think, is a cool card, so I do have a deck.
I don't have a Blink or a Flicker commander, but who would I make?
I mean, if you have Walking Ballista,
I want to play Displacer.
You want Triskelion. Triskellion's going to be another win con for you. And you also probably want a card that I'm trying to think of, Crystalline Crawler.
Yeah, you had a Voraclex deck, so this should be
these are some of the best cards in it. They were so good.
How does BZ feel about flying while being tall? He's very sad that he doesn't have enough leg room on the plane most of the time. We saw in the exit seats recently, the exit row. It was awesome.
It was dope. I was so ready to help in case of emergency. You have no idea how ready I was.
The driving in the snow is never fun. The commander of this is Voraclex, the double counters guy.
Yeah, Noxious Revival. I don't like just cramming that in any deck. I think you need a really good reason.
Yeah, Nodnarb should make a special video appearance, but normal BZ does play Infect and makes counters, so...
Sorry.
So he's going to be something else. What does Nodnarb play?
Nodnarb plays a deck that I've never played, so...
Yeah, BZ has big Waluigi energy.
Like, maybe Nodnarb plays the Raft deck that we just saw, because, like, that's a parallel to what I like, but I would never build it because I already have one that's so similar. And he's like, I would never build Balmor.
Yeah, Thassa, BC has a $20 Thassa deck. We want to make more Budget Bombs, unfortunately, but like they're not doing as well. So yeah, I think we're gonna space them out, not every month, but maybe every 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, we might chill.
If they get more love when they come out, then we will make them more frequently.
Yeah, Generous Ent, your mono green.
Lurking Predators is.
I think you like these cards are good. There's no doubt that these Lord of the Rings land cyclers are good. And it searches for a forest. Do you have any forests that are like special? Not really. I mean, you have Gingerbread Cabin. It makes a food, but
they said Myojin of Life's
I think you can just cut this thing.
Do you like that?
I'm not a big Myojin fan. It doesn't really even matter that you get 2 indestructible counters because, like, the first one puts all your stuff into play, but then the second one you have no other stuff in play.
Yeah. Decks are not open for like queue right now. However, normally it's you send a super chat of a certain amount or more, and then we will audit it, and put you into a queue if you send it to me via email.
I think you really want Sky Shroud Claim in here. That's going to help you ramp to the moon, and you can even get your Gingerbread Cabin with it. That's just a nice one to have. What are some other, like...
There's our boy Haywire.
I feel like I can almost just pull up mine for this. You know, I want to cross-reference. I want to see what's up. Mine was more focused on Planeswalkers. But
the email is not up right now because we are not accepting decks at the moment.
I can just Google my own deck, I guess.
We will be back Thursday and Tuesday and maybe Sunday to do more deck audits, though. So join in then. It'll be like 4 p.m. for all of them.
Here we go. I found my own deck. Right? Nope, this isn't me. This is somebody else with the same deck name? Okay, wait. A card I just saw that is not in here, that we have many of. Generous Patrons. You put it on their stuff, and it's just an absolute
Virtue
banger.
of Strength?
And actually, that reminds me, too, an MDFC that you could play instead of Generous Ent that works with this deck is Thirsting Roots, because you can either proliferate or...
That's an MDFC.
It's borderline. It's borderline MDFC. I swear to God.
Unfortunately, I don't know what time it is in Japan, but it is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
So I'm sure you could convert that on something, but...
Yeah, so these cards are going to make this deck a lot better.
Probably the morning for you, if I had to guess.
You're going to be able to close out a ton more, and we're going to go to the next deck.
Cool. The next one is...
That was a 5-changer, right?
Yes.
Cool.
The next one is Selvala Explorer Returned.
A little explorer?
Looking for upgrades that are not Gaia's Cradle.
So,
feel free to make changes to the mana base if you'd like.
So you only want
10 Gaia's
Cradle.
Cradles. I'm struggling more with which deck to submit than anything else. There are people who have submit multiple decks, though. So
that's an option.
Yeah, if you have a few dollars burning in your pocket. I know Adam came in today and did Hitsugu and Kairi and also did Raph, so you could get a 5-changer each.
Double feature.
Yeah.
Right, so
good night. Have a good one.
This is Selvala Hate Bears. We are hating out anything and everything. We got Soulless Jailer. We got Collector Oof, Magistrate. All right, let's keep looking. There's a lot of tutors. Very high power deck. Field of the Dead's in here, so it's the best deck ever. I'll use the foil version.
We have 9
Carpet
people in
Flowers, too.
queue right now.
And we've gone through a chunk.
We've gone through a chunk.
Yeah.
I will take a look at the time when we have 2 or 3 left, and then I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know.
Growing Rights of Itlamok, they're saying.
Chat, you're a bunch of geniuses, and we're doing it. You gotta add growing rights. How could you not?
I was like, if you get in fast enough, if you submit $300 of a super chat, we'll just keep looking at your deck lists. Sure.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so.
I can't.
Yeah. I can't just.
I'm not gonna say no.
I'm not gonna say no, but I will try to move quickly.
Yeah, and thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Will you accept Redacted? I think we did.
Not willingly.
Yeah, we would very much prefer if you used Moxfield. However, because I think that if you do Redacted's website, or I'm just gonna say it because I think I have to. If you use ManaBox, then it's pretty hard to import over. I know I'm just gonna say them. This is the only time I'm gonna say them. If you use Architect, it's okay to import over because they have a URL thing that's really easy. If you have tapped out, I think is fine too. But ManaBox does not like to import for some reason.
No, I have to do some weird stuff with
even
that.
Text, even a text list is easier than that.
Umbral Mantle. Okay.
And that's the last time I'm gonna say any of those websites. For now, they're redacted.
First and last time. You gotta pay to be on this stream. Gotta pay to be unredacted. This deck is definitely a spikier build. I don't hate it. I see a Shia and Quirion Rangers, so you can go infinite.
Yeah, it won't accept the link, so at that point, even text is easier.
Endurance, okay.
But Moxfield is highly recommended.
I feel like...
Thank you so much for joining for the first time. Deck queue is very much closed right now. However, if it is open, you will see prices above our heads, and then I will give you instructions on how to submit.
What do you think about Gaddock T? He only shuts off 5 cards for us. But he's another hate bear. He's another pretty good hate bear.
You've had more experience with playing Gaddock Teague than I have.
Yeah, I mean, I did cut him for my literal CEDH deck.
I think.
But this isn't literal CEDH, I don't think.
Yeah, I think Redacted is a type of Moxfield-esque list.
I mean, I need your help. I need to, what are we doing here? I don't know, how spicy? We have some infinite combos. There's a lot of tutors, just a bajillion tutors. So we're trying to get this going. Trying to maybe get some Umbral Mantle, infinite mana, or some Ashaya combos. I don't know. I don't even know if Growing Rights fits into that strategy, to be honest.
You just want straight up end the
it's
game.
It's a bunch of little creatures. Seems like there's a handful of combos going on here, and there's a Crater Hoof.
Do you want if you're trying to come out as quickly as possible, do you want a ton of silence effects then, or do you want? I see a couple already, but
I only see
Grand Abolisher.
Abolisher.
I mean, you have Linvala if you
and
want just
Ranger.
some stopping. Do you want like the thing that says when it hits you, you deal or you can't cast non-creature spells, or
Hope of Girapur?
Yeah, or do you want like literal silence? Like I don't know. Is
I
this
don't
that
know.
focused on a combo?
I'm not sure. There's also Nature's Lore in 3 visits, so that makes
Do
me
you
think
have
it's not.
Delayed Halfling and
Makes me
stuff
think
in
it's not
here?
literal CDH. It's already in
Okay,
there.
cool.
Farewell. I guess if we're trying to make this as strong as humanly possible, I'm starting to look at like.
Yeah, Moxfield does need a nap. However, they are coming out with some sort of like new thing coming up in like March. Just keep an eye out for it. I don't remember if we're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, just keep an eye out.
Yeah, and Seaboard Muse, they ask.
Seaborn Museum, maybe. I don't know. It's 5 mana. I wish the brewer would help us out a little bit here. But if not, we'll just start making cuts and trying our best here. What's your average mana value? It's literally 2.4.
That's pretty lean. And they also have like a lot of silence types effects too.
If you're playing Wild Growth, I guess I would also play Utopia Sprawl, and that's like legitimately a suggestion. Especially when you have fetch lands that are not.
Farewell does. They said deck is not CEH, just trying to win before turn 7.
Okay,
Cool.
good to know.
Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, and Farewell does go in every deck that can run it. It's really really good. It's the catch-all. I mean, it's really the card, in my eyes, one of the main cards that just signified power creep as of recent times. Considering most before that, a lot of board wipes were pretty, destroy only, or it was only exile one thing like Merciless Eviction and stuff. But Farewell to me was kind of that turning point where it's like, oh, exile really matters, and you really have to kind of play around it. Titania Song, Collector Oof, Kutzel, the cat.
Ooh, that is the other silence effect. Yeah, Malamute Exemplar. I think that one is good. I just hate looking at that art. That's much better.
Court of Calling, Eldritch Evolution. Another vote for Collector Oof.
Yeah, someone seconds the vote for Collector Oof. Even Mind Sensor's probably in here, right? No, I think that could be good.
Interesting.
I think that's a good hate bearer. That's dominated even in CDH for me.
Yeah, it's slapped. We both. Yeah, BZ's typing in the code.
I'm hacking into the mainframe.
Yeah, honestly, we run very stack-based decks in CEDH, and we have had good luck with it. Yeah, BZ is a wizard.
I wonder. No, I go to Strixhaven, so I'm a cleric. You know the whole deal.
Of course.
You know what's up. Welcoming Vampires. The other
even Mind Sensor,
Selvala.
pretty sick.
I don't know about Oracle. Feels a little expensive. I get that you rip lands off the top, but we gotta cut something. We gotta make room for these cards somehow.
If we're trying to combo out, though, do we need Craterhoof? Like.
It looks like a backup.
Okay. I just.
But if you have Craterhoof and you have combos with Ashaya, bare minimum, I would probably put Natural Order in this deck. I don't know what the difference between Natural Order and these other tutors is, so I would play it all freaking day. And just turn a Mana Dork into a Craterhoof. That wins most games. That'll do it.
Yeah, that's super sick.
Eladamri's Call, Infinite Tutors. Do we want?
Yeah,
Beast
Charismatic
within?
Conqueror. We're not that big of a fan of Charismatic Conqueror.
I
Rex
think
Sage,
that card's kind of bad.
and they said Rex Sage or Masked Vandal.
Don't know about Masked Vandal, but Rex Age could be. But we do have Manglehorn in. I like someone's Court of Calling. Is it
Court of Calling, cool. Could use
suggestion?
a good token producers.
I don't know if we need those. Let's see. That puts us at 4 adds, no cuts, I believe. No, 2 cuts. Okay. So wait a second. Yeah, 5 adds. So we're good on adds. And then we need to cut.
Did we start with 101?
Yeah, did we?
I'll check.
We've cut.
We started at 100, so that's on you, B.
We cut. Oh, we added. Oh, this is an add and a cut. So really, we've added 5, which we're good on.
And we need 4 cuts.
And we need 4 cuts.
Cool.
That makes sense.
They said
So we just need to find room.
The Turtle Ninja would be good in here. Kappa Tech Wrecker. And then Mystical Archive, Natural Orders, maybe my favorite art in Magic. Yeah,
it
chat.
really is good. It's super strong.
Yeah, post your
Artwork.
favorite arts in Magic, everyone.
Let's hear them. I think. Geez, I just feel like this deck is going so fast. And
Mural?
Nature's Lore and 3 visits. We're not adding any more cards. I think Nature's Lore and 3 visits could be cut. I get the appeal of Noxious Revival because you can draw it right away with Selvala, but I'm not sure. It feels kind of like another random.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
inclusion.
have added everything already. Yeah, Blindo's cool. So
Crossroads will be solid here. Sylvan Library, yeah, it's very good.
yes, Titanate, that's cool. Yeah, I think my favorite art, I really like the Strixhaven one. In my CEDH deck that I'm like blinging out, I have the Dark Ritual, and I sent recently the Demonic Tutor. I had it non-foil. I have like this Japanese archive one. I sent it to Modfly Altars, and he's gonna like specially foil it out and do something custom. I'm really excited.
I don't know if Soulless Jailer hits enough things. I think it might just be a subpar hate bear.
Yeah. Original Elshnorn. Beezy loves original Elshnorn.
It's one of the, I think it's one of the best Magic card designs of all time.
Tatsunari Toad Rider, also awesome. Yeah, Quintorius Khan. I pulled one recently in a pack war. It's super cool. How to get audited? Not accepting deck audits right now. However, I will say how to do it if we start accepting them. Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, there's so many good Thalia arts. You have the really pretty one. That one, like her eyes are really shiny in it.
Yeah, we got to cut another card.
Double Master Borderless Kalia, cool.
It might be Beast Within or Generous Gift. Because green and white's pretty good at hitting everything.
Yeah.
You can remove artifacts and enchantments. I mean, maybe we have plenty of creature removal in white, so maybe we'll just trim Beast Within as the last cut.
Sure.
And call that.
Ragavan Mom one, that's cool.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah, what's your favorite art as I find this?
My favorite art?
Sure.
Well, it's cheating, but it's Imperial Archangel. The art is off the chain.
Okay, let's say your favorite alternate art.
Alternate art? I
like
can't
Secret
even...
Layers or something?
Oh, man. I don't know. The Massacre Girl City one's really good. That comes to mind. A couple of the, like, Ancient Brass arts are good. I like those a lot. All right, trees.
Yeah. And this is looking for some suggestions to increase power. Price isn't a problem, but nothing crazy expensive like Mana Crypt. Forgot to mention I added a card from the Fallout set, so disregard that.
I will treat it as though it is not here.
Yeah, Deep Note Terramancer, cool.
5 changes?
Yes, this is a 5 changer.
All right. I see Heliod.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Oh, was the Yoji one? Was that the Metal Gear Solid Sad Robot? That was a really awesome Secret Lair.
Those are all good.
I regret not getting that one. And I regret not getting the Junji Ito one. That's my B really.
Bill the Pony.
Yeah.
2 foods.
Yeah, we have the Randy Vargas Grand Abolishers. They look awesome.
Orchard Strider.
Oh, from Cute to Brute, that one's spiking in price right now. Also, the Gisela and Bruno are also spiking in price of that too.
We can upgrade this guy for sure.
Or not the Gisela and Bruno, the app. I mean, they are spiking in price, the flip ones, but the Vampire Knight Scavenger, whichever the flip vampire in the from Cute to Brute one is like going up in price right now. It's really cool. Yeah, Eolair's super awesome. Look at the kitties. Yeah, that's sick. I bought that and then I sold it. I think it was like 120, and now it's like $200.
Predators Rapport. I don't like fun, Predators Rapport.
I hope you can come to Chicago. Really miss you, dude. Yeah, Bloodline Keeper. Yep, that one is going up in price right now because of the Vampire Secret Lair.
How many cards did we cut? We cut 4.
Yeah, Ridden Seri, that's cool. There's Annoyed Procession. That's a flip card that was the one that they've shown at the moment. Yeah, Mason Enchantress, Secret Lair drop. Cool.
Yeah, and then
Stained Glass
Cosmos Elixir, I'm not a fan
awesome.
of. So this deck had 101. Probably this Fallout card was the last.
Yeah,
additional.
they said ignore it.
So we will just go up to 101. I think we cut Congregate. You're gonna love Benevolent Offering. You're gonna love it. This card does stuff even when you don't have. Even when Congregate would be bad, this card is good. So I like it a lot better. Definitely. I'm guessing you got all the right halflings. Let's just check.
Magnet could be okay, but I think it really depends on also how many treasures you are able to get outside of Magna. Because in Dragon, I would really just focus on getting dragons in general, or making your dragons cheaper. Especially in the Kindred decks, I find that it's easy to get caught up in a lot of synergy pieces that are not as synergistic as you'd think. Yeah, Sakashima the Imposter Secret Lair drop, that's awesome. I run the Massacre Girl one, and I have the Azusa one sitting in my binder right now for trade. I really want to... It's like $40-something right now.
Let's take a look at our Tree Folk options. We do want to have other options when Treebeard puts counters on stuff.
Yeah, not accepting decks right now. I'll let you know how to submit them when we are open.
I think Woodfall Primus is pretty funny.
I did see the thing about Mag, and we are working on some different rooms right now, but we do still have a room. You can message me about that if you want.
Yeah, I mean, if you go Woodfall Primus plus Soul Warden, if you add a sack outlet, that goes infinite. I'm not saying you want to do that, but it's just a powerful synergy.
Yeah, they said Walking Ballista, if this deck is cool with combo Skirioke and Rosy Cotton and Aura Shards in here would be gnarly.
Skirioke's in here. Rosy Cotton is not in here. So I would imagine they want to stay away from combos.
Rodolph or Celestine. Yeah, and no, thank you so much for joining the chat, hanging out. We love talking with you guys. We love just chatting and having a good time.
Could there be a changeling that we want? Changelings get counters pretty well. We've got 10 halflings and 7 tree folk in the deck.
Yeah, they said Ivy Lane Denizen and Hurrying Bailouts also goes infinite. I'm not sure if they want infinites in here, unfortunately.
Maskwood Nexus is an interesting one because it lets us put our counters on anything.
Yeah, Gallic readers, they ask. And also, no worries. For some reason, sometimes when people join, it doesn't auto put us live. And so we've had people like accidentally submit, like queue stuff when queue's been closed. And it's been pretty bad overall, like with YouTube. But no worries. At least you're live now.
Yeah, so we got some of the 6 changelings.
They said Scurry combos with Treebeard and the Soul Warden, so they do seem to not mind combos.
Scurryo combos, yeah, with Treebeard, and you're correct. You are right. So Rosy Cotton might be the move.
Yeah, and Godzilla Ikoria treatments, those look awesome.
Yeah, I could see throwing a Rosy Cotton in here. Okay, she's probably a halfling. She sure is. This looks like a pretty solid deck. All right, next deck. We are cruising.
1 second. This one has some notes.
Is this Mr. Orfeo?
It is Mr. Orfeo. Fixed architect, copied into Moxfield. Okay, I'm gonna read this entire thing out to you because there are some notes.
Story time. Story time, chat.
So let's see. Mr. Orfeo, power matters, double attack strat. Most importantly, trying to get more consistent wins. Keep having huge turns, but feel like the deck slows down late game. Obviously, more for fun deck, but would be nice if it were a little better. And tell BZ to look at the considering cards. I kind of just want to know which to prioritize and which cards in the main board might be trash or not to go with that strategy. Sorry, one more thing. Sideboard are cards that are already ordered. Thank you.
So sideboard is going to be...
Sideboard is already ordered.
In the deck soon.
So look at the considering cards. I just want to know which to prioritize and which cards in the main board might be trash or not go with the strategy.
So we'll add cards from the considering...
And then take out cards from the main board.
Take out cards from the deck.
Yes.
Gotcha.
This is a 5-changer.
Orfeo wants to double the power of an attacking creature. I guess not an attacking, but he doubles the power of a creature when you attack. So you just assemble these gigantic monsters and then do something based on their power.
Yeah, when Mirror Entity was a bomb, that's interesting. Do I have hope for an Edgar Markov reprint?
They will.
Yeah, maybe in Duskmoor or whatever. I don't know. I don't know that much about lore. I'm pretty bad about following the lore. However, I feel like they're just saving it for a set they really want to promote. The Chase Mythic.
Maybe Modern Horizons 3 or just which it would be funny because it has nothing,
I don't think it's gonna be an MH3.
Like Commander Masters 2 or Commander Legends 3 or whatever.
No, I want him to come out in the cowboy set. I want him to wake up, be like, "Where am I? I'm in a tux, his wedding tux," and they're like, "Hey, buddy, welcome to the club," and slap a cowboy hat on him, and they're like, "All right, go wrangle some horses or something."
You've yeed your last ha.
That's what I'm hoping for the Edgar Markov reprint. It's him, but in a cowboy hat.
You know what a very real concern should be of the multiverse is vampirism, because vampires can now go to planes where there are not vampires and just start infecting people.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen. That's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, we had some strong opinions on Rosy Cotton. Authority of Consoles is also great.
All right. Dormant Grove, it's really expensive, and for what you get, I don't think it adds enough power to your board. Horned Helm.
Yeah, cowboy butts are driving Edgar nuts.
Definitely do it. Trample can't be blocked by more than one. I see where we're going with that.
Yeah, Terror of the Peak should have a reprint.
I think these combat tricks can go as well. I think they're just dead too much of the time. And Juggernaut, also probably not.
Vampire Hunter Planeswalkers. That would be super cool. I would love to see Edgar fall in price. I have the OG Edgar from 2017, and I still really feel that, like, if people want to play him, then he shouldn't be $160.
Yeah, probably not.
It's like not right. Sorry, I have a few other. Yeah, D-Tutor. I have a funny story about D-Tutor. Long story short, I bought it when it was $30-something back in 2019 for the first iteration of Kali. I went, wow, this is the most I'll ever spend on a Magic card, and then I was promptly wrong a year and a half later.
Yeah, you're wrong over and over and over.
Yeah,
Right, so
don't look at my duels.
Which of these which cards from here are we like super stoked about? Zopendrill seems pretty good. I can't remember if Zopendrill is the one card that has one of the printings wrong. It is. If you have this printing of Zopendrill, it just erroneously says that the ability costs 3 mana, when in fact it costs 2 mana, and you don't have to pay a colorless. It's just pretty funny.
Yeah, would we make a reanimation spell tier list? Perhaps. Definitely a good idea. Bombadil, it really depends. I feel like a lot of those decks are playing pretty similar. It's like a... I think it really depends on how much they remove Tom, right?
I think Embercleave is exactly what you want. I would move that in. I would say Rishkar's Expertise is going to be cracked in this deck. Super, super good.
Yeah.
I'm always a fan of an MDFC.
Wow, really?
Disciple's another one.
Yeah, he might be more than 160 right now, Edgar. JJ.
Earthshaker, I don't know if we're Earthshakering as much. Zopendrill might be.
Yeah, it is reprinted.
Might be a good top end.
We're actually going to be opening Ravnica Remastered on our Whatnot stream, and we're going to be giving away collector boosters from it, and we're going to be opening up a full set box of Ravnica Remastered. We're going to build a commander deck out of it, and we're going to give it away at the end of the stream. All interspersed through there, that we're going to be giving away collector packs too. So come join us. It's no cost to you, minus, I think, shipping, if you win something.
Yeah, so those are the cards I'd add right now. I think the cards to consider cutting, you've got, Thundering Ceratok, Wrecking Crew. They're just kind of like vanilla creatures. They do have Trample, which is what this deck wants, but they're cards to upgrade over the course of your journey. And also Hamlet Back Goliath, I don't like either. But those are some to look at. And just kind of focus on more power matters stuff. Trample's really good, but I wouldn't say that you need Trample at all costs. Let's just look at green, black, red, and we'll just say it as Trample.
Yeah, you might get... I'm not sure if shocks will ever go down to $5, but I could definitely see them going around the $10 mark. I remember they were 14 around Unfinity.
One example that I'm just going to pull out of my butthole here is...
yeah, only 115 euros.
Gore-Clan Rampager. You don't have it in the deck,
yeah.
But it's better than these 5-mana vanilla creatures, and it could be just used as a combat trick for something that's already attacking, so that could be one small upgrade. We're going to go to the next deck.
Sure thing. 1 second. Hold on, this one has a story too. Hey guys, looking to ignore mana based entirely. Look at make cuts strictly. It's 111 cards. I have tags for everything to use and have tried to cut using your quadrant theory, but I'm still having trouble. Oops. I have a primer to explain it, but essentially I'm trying to ETB Carter every turn. Once I reach redundancy with copy effects, I can turn them towards other ETB abuses. My ideal win con is to build my opponent's board with token creatures using Temple's Vengeance and Varchild's War Riders affected instant speed board wipes, Pestilence, Faultline, Ashnod's Altar after a huge attack on the end of combat step after damage to drain game the entire table of repercussions and play a win con's much easier. Value to me to get my win includes sacking outlets that are power / commander CMC matters, to sacrifice card and recast them for minimal and no cost with scams like Undying Malice and Soul Devi. Yep. Those outlets can be turned into huge value on all the attacking copies we create that will be sacked or outlets anyways. Master of Cruelty is the third fringe win con. I attack someone who is goaded into tapping out, connect, and sack on to deal 1 damage in one shot with someone with a life total. Since I'm not asking for any suggested replacements, I'd be happy to take a few more than 5 cuts or pay a little extra to get down to 100.
Okay, so
no ads, 10
We'll
cuts.
Just do 10 cuts.
Yes.
We'll just figure out the 10 cuts. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Thank you, Reggie, for the last deck. It was really cool. The quadrant theory is, it's when we were talking about developing parity, winning and losing, and when the card is good or bad. We talked about it a little bit in our previous video that we released on Monday.
Draw cards.
The queue is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 in queue right now. However, most of them are 20, so those will take more time than the other ones. So I'll let you know when we're down to about 3 decks, and we'll see how many like slots we really have open.
So we like the instant speed, killing things. We want to keep that, I would imagine, especially for like what you said, the tapping out for attacking, and then you blow it all up and they all lose life. We're going to try to trigger ya boy as many times as possible. But ultimately, we're going to have to kill a lot of our darlings here. Like, Crowded Crypt, I think, is going to have to go. We got to make 10 cuts, so I don't love Kaya's Ghost Form. It is in that same category of, like, scam cards, kind of. But I don't know how much I love it. Yeah. Splinter Twin. How do you feel about Splinter Twin?
I think it's very niche, and I feel like it's a card that people really love to remember that was good, but I don't think it has a home, as much of a home as people think in Commander. To answer some of your questions, BZ plays Ixal, Scion of Atraxa, in a $50 deck. Thank you so much for complimenting the last video. We really enjoyed making it, and we would love to do more Quadrant Theory in the future.
I think you almost have too many ways to retrigger Carter. There's so many here that I think some of them can just go. Like you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Like there's just a million here. Conjurer's Closet 7, 8, Curse Mirrors 9, 10. Like I think that is where we're like, there's just a glut of stuff. 11 with Splinter Twin. I think Splinter Twin can also go. I want something safer like Conjurer's Closet. Yeah. Consume the Meek, yeah.
And to answer the question, thanks, Nick. The Whatnot stream is Saturday, 3 p.m. Come by, come support us, and get some free stuff maybe out of it. We'd really appreciate you coming through, hanging out. It's going to be a chill stream like this one. We're just chatting. We're building. We're going to pop some packs, so you guys get like the serotonin popping packs, and we'll pop some collector boosters and give them away to the lucky giveaway winners. We're really excited. Let's see. Sorry for the knowledge. Decided Moxfield. Also, procedures, the precons, the casual decks, mostly by winning, always fast. So I don't win a lot or I die fast. I mean, there's definitely some more mid-range decks. I feel like when with certain decks, it's very all in. That's why we took he took out apart Vorniclex and I took apart Rowan. They were just like not really our speed because they were very all or nothing, and we were both very much mid-range players.
We really are. So we've got some sack outlets.
That is in Eastern time. Thank you, Nick. And I hope you have a great dinner, Eric.
Heat Stroke. Each combat, destroy stuff that blocked. Okay. Necropotence is a pretty good magic card. I've heard good things. Let's see. Chat has been going strong all day. Yeah. I want to appreciate
Thank you guys. We really appreciate
coming in.
We're having a lot of fun today.
We're having a lot of fun. It's a good day.
Yeah, it says, I think Master Multiplying Axe is fair.
Yeah, it's just like, it feels like that's like so magical Christmas land, Even Delina, too. I just think there's too many ways to trigger Carter. We just need ways to... We want to make this deck,
Yeah, show some love. Thank you.
Yeah, even Riyadhya and Jaxus and Ortheon and Mirage. There's like... I don't think you need 20 ways to trigger this guy. Maybe Chandra can go. Although it is kind of cute. But I just think that the fact that it's a Planeswalker makes it so weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely... This is like... We are... murdering darlings left and right. Darlings don't stand a chance.
Yeah, I think if I were to make a Millennium Calendar deck, it would definitely be with Vorniclex at the helm.
I'm going to cut Kaya's Ghost Form. I think you're just going to struggle with drawing the wrong half of your deck sometimes.
Yeah, I've heard that regarding playing on lunch break, I heard Oathbreaker was a really good one to go fast because I heard that was like kind of formulated for people to go really fast on lunch breaks. So look into that. It's kind of like Commander, but you have a Planeswalker and a signature spell instead.
Also Battle Box. Definitely look into Battle Box. Cool. You can build it with whatever cards you have. You have like 10 cards in exile for each person. Sorry, you have 10 lands in exile.
Yeah, lunch equals Rakdos decks.
Yeah, you play them one at a time, and then your whole deck is all spells, and you start with 4 cards in your hand, and then you just go, and it's like really fast.
Yeah, Battle Box is fun. BZ made his. I think it might be online somewhere, and that sounds delicious, Eric.
Each player may pay any amount of life. Plague of Vermin is funny in this deck. Wow, it's $18. I didn't even know that. Sheesh. Got 2 more darlings.
Sorry for killing your darlings.
I know.
Yeah, Tiny Leaders I've also heard, though I do not know anyone who personally has a Tiny Leaders deck right now.
Warstorm Surge. I don't want to cut a card that's like a win con. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, what's it called? Battle Box is super cool if you do have the cards lying around for it. And Oathbreaker, you start at 20 life anyway, so you're going to go real fast.
Plus, you have a Planeswalker in the command zone. They just get busted real quick. Let's say that Ortheon is another one of our darlings that we will unfortunately kill. And what's up with Drivnod? Drivnod, like a creature dying. What gets doubled with Drivnod?
Yeah, Battle Box is super cool. We like to play it when we travel sometimes. He says, curious why the copy effects are getting axed before the scam cards. I feel like getting any of those darlings on board sets up an engine, whereas scam are one-turn use.
I think we have a lot of sack outlets here. And I think that a lot of the, like, whatever, if we're calling them darlings, you play Jaxus, you hope to untap with it, then you untap with it, then you activate it, and then you get a Carter. But at a certain point, especially having played Carter, I feel like people start catching on to what you're doing, and you don't have infinite time to do it. I think having multiple scam cards in your hand I'm feeling more confident about my ability to get at least one use out of it versus like Jaxus.
Yeah.
Jaxus is a little slow.
I'll let you know about when Q opens. If it does, Drivnod doubles the attacking creature's die triggers on Carter.
That's what it is. I knew I missed something.
And all about Pauper. Yeah, we actually have $20 decks. For everyone who asks like, this isn't $20, change it to the TCG player, because sometimes it auto sets it to Card Kingdom, and Card Kingdom has a thing where no card is sold for under 30 cents, I think, or 25 cents. So it's really not possible to make a $20 deck using the Card Kingdom prices, but if you use the redacted prices, those are also okay.
The newly redacted.
I don't know what I'm allowed to say and not allowed to say anymore with these rules.
The old rules are ours.
They're our own rules.
They're not
I
even
don't
Card
know.
Kingdom's rules. They're our rules.
Yeah. So if you do set them, then you should set them to the other site's prices.
Maybe Mask of Gristlebrand. I like that I can draw cards and stuff, but
yeah, sealed is cool.
It just feels a little clunky to get going. I think this is a good starting place, but then I think from here you also want to play test and see how you like these scam cards. How often you have a sack outlet in play. How many times can you Carter in a game before you die, or before people wise up to it, that sort of thing. So definitely some playtesting ahead, but I think that's what I would do.
Sending the next one. He also said, I have a lot of aristocrats, but I'm mostly trying to get Carter triggers or something. I don't know. He said, I have several aristocrats, but yes, mostly Carter triggers. Mask of Grizzlebrand has been on the chopping block before.
It's officially been chopped.
Yeah, honestly,
Wait, what is this?
I'm going to just do it right now. I'm going to do our Card Kingdom ad right now, because they bring up a good point in chat. Card Kingdom is really, really good considering everything's in one package. We talk about the $50 free shipping, but on Redacted, which is a TCG player, if you didn't guess that, we actually have spent a lot of money. We've gotten cards that are like 4 cents and the shipping's $1. So if you are looking for one convenient package and you're looking for it fast, you should go to Card Kingdom. You have anything like?
I have. I just wanted to make this card as my commander because it wasn't okay. I just think that is a very real point. Like, we want to build the deck we want to build a $20 deck to say, like, this is the, market price of these cards. You can buy this deck for $20, but if you were to actually try to buy it for $20, you would come back with, like, a $40 monster with 18 packages that take 18 business days, and they ship next December.
Yeah, we have had a lot of split orders, which have been really rough.
I mean, that makes it hard to track what's missing and what's not missing, and if it's all going to come together with one person looking at it, not the chance for 6 different companies to screw up. I just find that it's less stressful.
Yeah,
that's our Card Kingdom philosophy.
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining the chat. They said, thanks for looking at my deck. I think the main issue is the deck struggles to consistently generate a meaningful board presence and close out games.
This deck?
Trying to create tokens on other people's turns while impossible to trigger Akim and others more often.
Yeah, Akim is one of those commanders that I made me a little sad because...
Thanks, Reggie. Have a good one.
It's so overcosted. Every part of this card feels like they added 2 mana to it. I don't know why they did our boy so dirty.
Yeah, a 5-changer.
So we want to make tokens at instant speed. That's totally fine and dandy. The first thing we just added this to RAF, and I would totally recommend it again, is Occult Epiphany. And not only that, but I also don't see our other boy Benevolent offering. Very good instant speed ways to make tokens. Help your board state. They do even other things. This filters cards, and this one gains you a bunch of life, like a poop load of life. I think these Convoke cards are cool. I like that. Let's just, he also gives Double Strike. I feel like Sky Knight Vanguard is a card I've just, I like a good cheap token maker, but at the same time, I look at these and I go like, not this bad. I don't want to give up this much value. Let's see if we can trim both of these cards for something a little bit more, with some more oomph. With some more oomph, please.
They said Mondrak. And yeah, sorting whose orders what is really rough with a ton of envelopes.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, Redacted can put them all into... Yeah, you can't get them with every vendor.
Ooh,
and sometimes it's just... All I'm going to say is if you order straight from Redacted sometimes, I've had some LPs that come in like HP.
I like that you went to like talking like this.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I've waited a long time too. I know a couple of our friends have had things where people say if you order budget cards, like cards sub-$1 from Redacted, that they won't send them out for a bit because it's not like the orders they make a ton of money on.
Oh my god! You know what else? This isn't even the ad. This is just like a story.
Yeah, we're just chatting right now.
I've been trying to order cards for my cube. I built like a new cube, and I want very specific printings of cards. And I make sure that when I check out with Redacted website, not with Card Kingdom, when I checked out with this Redacted website, that they were all this certain printing. And then I would get cards in the mail that are just the wrong printing. I have had to order the same card that is 4 cents with $1 shipping 3 times because I just keep getting the wrong version. They send me a foil for no reason. It's like, I don't want a foil. I need this cube to be non-foil or else my OCD is going to explode.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we have definitely taken a while to not get them, and so we've been burned by that before. But even if you don't have anything to buy right now, the link is in the description. You could go check it out and tell them we sent you. Really appreciate it.
Tell them the nerds sent you. Firemane Avenger, another. That's probably our last cut, and then let's just try to find like cards that make tokens that are not expensive. White, blue, red.
Do we have a favorite Golgari deck? I mean, BB loves Golgari. That's like
that's
his main. I play Lathril for Golgari because I started on elves. I started on a mono green elf deck back in the day. That's how I learned, and I have like a very soft spot in my heart for it. And Lathril, I think, is a really good way to just kind of play that. Plus, it's fun.
Let's see.
It's fun to have a 40-point life swing across the table.
Let's see if we can make some tokens. Maybe tokens that even
cool.
Maybe even some tokens that fly. We'll see. We'll see what we can get into. Loyal Apprentice. That is a token maker that I do like. Do you think, Mia, that Loyal Apprentice would be good in this deck, considering our commander is 5 mana?
I think it might not be bad, also considering the tokens of haste.
Well, how many tokens are we going to make if our commander is 5 mana? That's what I'm saying. So, like, if our commander dies, it's a little slower to come out.
Yeah.
But we will at least get 2 tokens right away.
Do we have anything that can make... Is there anything that we can have that will make tokens or we can at least sack tokens for mana so we can play them out a little bit more? Like, that seems about good. Yeah, Alyssa's deck list it actually might be up on our main list. BZ might have unlisted it. It might be up. But bare minimum, I think the video will be out tomorrow. I will message you on Patreon when it is fully out.
Do we have...
yeah.
You have Grand
Scryfall, there's a syntax thing. You can
have Secure the Wastes.
Yeah. Scryfall is a syntax guide where you can check it out and you can learn all like the low codes to put in to figure out exactly how you want to search for things a lot better.
Yeah,
Will we be checking more decks? No idea at the moment. Maybe.
Yeah, hard maybe. We're trying to get through, but we want to give everybody
bare
their time.
minimum, Thursday, 4 p.m. Come through. We will be checking more decks then, definitely.
Hit us up. We'll be there.
Yeah, horror's been cool. Yeah, I feel Sky Knight is better than Loyal Apprentice, they say.
Ooh, do we have Staff of the Storyteller? I don't know if I saw it in here or not. I did see it. Yeah.
That's interesting, that the fact that it's 100% win rate.
What was the card someone suggested?
The author of this deck says, I feel like Sky Knight is better than Loyal Apprentice.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. I think the tokens flying is very relevant. And I think that like the tokens are going to actually survive, making 1/1 tap attackers, very frequently they will die. But I'm not sure. I want to just kind of find something that makes like drawing our second card. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky.
Yeah. Do I run Ella Donry? No, I don't. I don't think. My list is somewhere on the NN page.
Ooh, what about
I also
Yorlingus?
don't play it as much as I'd like to, but I should probably update it. There's a couple of cards in there that are just special cards that I have from back when I first started playing my original deck, like Taunting Elf is in there, Coat of Arms, like I started on those, so those have a special place in my heart. So it's sometimes I give up a little bit of synergy for those things.
Yeah,
Where's the spiders? Super cool. BZ loves the spiders.
I love my spooters, as they are called. Get it right. Big spooter fan.
Yeah, they say Staff of the Storyteller.
Yeah, that is in here. I like that one. It is a good card.
Yeah, 100% in your playgroup maybe. Or for Redacted never seemed the right love to me. Yeah, Card Kingdom is definitely cool. We really appreciate them, and yeah, no, I'm so psyched for the landing page. I'm so excited to show
Crowbar is
everyone.
Another good token.
You know,
I like this token maker a lot more.
Any advice on old stick fingers?
That's removal.
Unfortunately, we're not going to give too much advice while talking right now, but if you submit your deck when queue is open, we will definitely give you advice.
That's pretty much the way to do it. We gotta make sure everybody gets their time. And I wanted to add, I think Citizen's Crowbar is better than those other token makers that I cut because it makes a token. Great. You know, with NM out, you can copy, or Akeem out, you can copy it. And that's cool. And it's actually removal built in too, so it does a little bit of everything. Let's jump.
Sure, got you. This is a 10 changer.
10 changer. I'm
this
totally
one,
going to forget that.
This one, it's a 10 changer. Just put it in the title or something. Hey nerds, working on commander decks for each of the Walking Dead commanders. Mikone is feeling like a mono black zombies list that's splashing green. It feels like the curve is a little too high, but I think with green that should be easy to overcome. Trying to avoid tutors, would love increase the amount of recursion for my zombos. Not to worry about budget. I'm in a relatively proxy-friendly playgroup, but I don't want to abuse that fact. Sorry for sparing the queue. Ultimate goal is to increase consistency. As much of the time, it feels like I'm doing nothing.
Okay, well, we're going to read Michonne first for everybody at home. When she enters the battlefield, you get two zombies, and as long as she's equipped, she has to be blocked. And then when she and at least 2 zombies attack, she gains indestructible.
Yeah. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, please join us for Thursday stream. We're excited. And your video should be out tomorrow.
I'll just triple check to see if there's any green zombies. I doubt it, but I am just curious what the green zombies are.
Wasn't there an Abzan zombie deck that someone, a fan showed us once?
Our friend has a it's actually more than I thought. Probably going to have to add some of these to this deck. Got to represent those green zombies. Llanowar dead. Funny card.
Champion there's Abomination of Llanowar.
It's a 10 changer, huh? Walking Dead. Now that's a flavorful. We can't cut that one. We cannot cut that.
That's cool.
There's a couple cards I could see in here that are cuttable. I think Champion of the Parish is a kind of a trap in these zombie decks. Eternal Taskmaster is a little bit too... it's not good for the cost that you pay. It is recursion, but I think we can definitely do better.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Emotion Engine. We appreciate it.
Dark Ritual. Ooh, a lot of equipment. Oh my goodness. I guess Michonne does have a lot of stuff in the show. At least I think. Lucille, total flavor fail. Where's Negan?
Yeah. Which set got you first into Magic?
Which set got me into Magic? It was Shards of Alara. Those were the... Shards of Alara was like the first set I was exposed to. I think when I started playing, Lorwyn was like the set that came out, but I didn't open Lorwyn packs until later.
I started playing in Shadows over Innistrad. I really like vampires. They're cool.
I remember cracking in a Johnny Goldmane. I still have it. I was walking down the street from my local my comic shop.
Yeah.
And we cracked it. We were so hyped.
That's awesome.
It was like the coolest.
Queue is not open right now. Please don't submit your decks. Right. We will let you know when queue is open, but it's not right now.
We're a green deck, so we're going to cut pretty much
every green signet.
All these green.
Please do not submit your decks.
Signets.
They're not open.
Yes, there is no submissions because we are finishing the ones we have now.
Yeah, I will delete your email if you.
I'll delete your YouTube account.
Yeah, I will delete your email if you submit it right now. There's a blanket warning.
All right, Endless Ranks of the Dead, also a card that I think is kind of win more, and it's a little too slow. Dreadhorde Invasion, I kind of feel the same way about that one, honestly. Do you think any of these what's up with? Why are we cranial plating?
Well, you had a lot more equipments before you.
Well, no, there was mana rocks, but I don't think cranial plating is worth it.
No, I don't.
It's kind of like a sub theme. We're playing zombies.
Yeah.
We're trying to do zombie things. I think maybe I would just get rid of this little cranial plating.
No, we are not preloading the queue. This is like a first come first serve type deal.
The queue is post loaded.
However, if you join Thursday at 4 p.m., you could be the first in line to get into the queue.
For those who have watched since the beginning, was there not about a 15-minute period, like there always is in these streams,
a pretty big
where nobody submits a super chat and then we're all just chilling and hanging out for 5-10 minutes? Those are the times.
Yeah, that's the time you jump in.
Gotta click those notifications.
Yeah.
And Lily also.
And that's awesome. Kaldheim was a really cool set, and the art and that was awesome too.
Maybe we'll leave her in. We do have to cut one more card. Oh, Liliana's Reaver. I don't like this card. It feels like a vanilla to me, honestly.
You know what?
Let's see if there's any of these cool black zombies.
For zombies, I really love the one. You have it in the commander cube. J1 with it once. It's like everyone loses 1 life for each creature in your graveyard or something. It's like really sick.
Lotleth zombie?
Yeah, that's
could be a choice. I don't know if this isn't much of a graveyard deck. Wait, this isn't even a zombie. What the heck is
He's a giant.
Let me add. Hold on. I'm putting Golgari Signet back. This isn't even a zombie. That card stinks. What the heck is going on? Why would you? What does it even do? It makes 2 zombies. Sounds really bad to me.
Also, Connor Frazier is the BZ hype man in here because he says spiders deserve a Stitcher supplier type card.
They so do, and they kind of got it. I don't know if you were paying attention with Lost Caverns. Mineshaft Spider. It's 4 mana, and you get to mill 2 cards. I was so happy when it got spoiled.
Yeah.
And in Ravnica Remastered,
he's so hyped about the spiders.
You don't get it. There's a card that makes a green-black spider token that was in Maro's teasers. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
We're really excited. And we do these pretty often. We are going to be doing them on Thursday, on Tuesday, and probably Sunday too. So if you join us there at 4 p.m. Eastern for all of those, you can have your deck looked at and upgraded too.
Right. Let's see if there's any cool... You mentioned you wanted Recursion. So I don't normally play...
Look, we're surprised to see Grave Titan too. Also be right back.
I don't normally love Baloth, no, but I will add it because it's like that bit of recursion that you want. Honestly, it's 10,000 times better than Grave Titan.
Also, you know it's 10 changes, right?
Yep, I already cut 10 cards. Nerd. What a freaking nerd. Can't believe she's on me like that. Gerard? Could be a potential win con. I mean, if you're like doing some pumpies with some of these equipments, like Blackblade Reforged, I could see Gerard kind of winning the game for you. But I also want to add a ton of zombie payoffs. Let's get the zombies in here. Let's go ham, because there's so many zombies that I like to play. First and foremost, I think you've already got Undead Augur. Added Midnight Reaper. It's the same exact thing. It is going to be functionally the same exact card for you, but it's a zombie. I love that one. I think maybe you want a sack outlet, but not 100% sure. It seems like this is less aristocratic and more just value. Value from Michonne and such. Phyrexian Delver, now that's a bit of recursion. You don't have it.
I might use now.
Ooh, Mia brought Kit Kats. This is the best stream ever. We are not sponsored by Kit Kats.
But we eat a lot of them.
I would prefer to be, honestly.
Yeah, Kit Kats. Or if there's any Kit Kat reps in here, call us.
If you know someone at Kit Kat, you just do it. Yeah. I love their commercials because they have like, it's left Kit Kat versus right Kit Kat. I am personally team right Kit Kat. So Kit Kat, please sponsor us.
Sure, whatever. And thank you so much for just really supporting the channel. And we're really lucky to be able to do what we love. Also, it was left Twix and right Twix, but whatever. Cool.
I think you're thinking of Kit Kat. I would know. They should sponsor us.
They said it's like you took the deck from like an 8 and dropped it to a 6. Should have kept the Grave Titan. Why don't you talk on that one?
Nope.
Yeah, matcha Kit Kats are amazing. I love those. I love the Japanese Kit Kats. There's like a strawberry one I had. Also really cool. And white chocolate ones. Also my favorite.
All right, let's keep looking at zombies. I think you could probably get your hands on a few. I mean, there's like Gem Palm Polluter. You could just cycle it to make somebody lose equal to the number of zombies in play. That seems cool to me. Plus, you can keep getting it back to your hand with other various cards, and then just keep cycling it. I like that idea. Like with Lord of the Undead, you just keep doing it every turn.
Yeah. Tell Magic to have
Undead Butler also.
A con in Japan so we can go and be content creators there. And is their Discord pretty poppin'? Feel free to join. I can drop a link in here. We're not in it as often probably as we'd like to be. However, there are a fair amount of people in there. And I do think there are some...
No, our Discord is absolutely popping. We have one of the biggest Magic Discords.
Actually?
Yeah, I've heard on Reddit too.
I've heard on Reddit.
Because we've tried, this is what I mean, like independent people who aren't in our Discord, who aren't us, like promoting it. People are like, where can I go to play games of Commander or talk about Commander? And people recommend our Discord. They're like, I don't even know who these people are, but games fire relatively often in this Discord.
Yeah, go check it out. I was like, our mods are really awesome. I do know a lot of people chat in there, bare minimum. I wasn't exactly sure about the amount of game frequency, but people do chat a lot. I know people chat about spoilers sometimes. And yeah, I have heard the Magic cards are a lot cheaper in Japan.
Yeah, me too.
And no worries, you can rewind to see the things we've changed already.
Mm-hmm.
If you were AFK.
There's also a changelog. Mention that.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of... We're really lucky for everyone who's like, just hanging out in our community and just...
Yeah, there's a changelog.
Yeah.
You can go to this deck on our account to see exactly what got cut for what.
So feel free to join. We appreciate it. Yeah, Rot Hulk is a ton of fun. Big and splashy, they say.
Oh, look,
Really?
it's fake Michonne.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I feel like America's not the place for Yu-Gi-Oh, but I do like a few of my friends are like pretty into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Let's just look up. Just trying to see zombie payoffs here. You have Liliana, which is like just one of the best zombie payoffs ever. I would maybe want one more sack outlet. Does every creature... You don't have every creature as a zombie, so I think an honorary zombie is Yawgmoth. 3 Inquisition. It's kind of just a busted magic card. That makes me want to bring in our boy Gravecrawler for like this repeated value sort of thing. You've got some ways to mill incidentally. And I think the last card would be something I would want to bring out another way, because you said you like recursion. So let's just return something. Let's like return a creature from our graveyard to our hand. Return grave hand. Ooh, Takanuma? Cheeky way to add it in a land slot. Here, let me just do that for you real quick as a freebie. Because I just want to see Field of the Dead's mana bases shine. So it says bonus ad. Bonus ad!
They said, does Victimize work here and Noxious Ghoul worth? We do like Victimize usually.
Noxious Ghoul is busted. Alright, Noxious Ghoul. I forgot about that card. That's one of the best zombie payoffs in the whole format. Okay, so Noxious Ghoul, but also, gosh darn it, I'm adding in Phyrexian Reclamation. This will let you rebuy all your dudes. You will have to cut another card. I'll just, I don't know. Here, let's go Golgari Signet again. Sorry, Golgari Signet. That's probably where I would go. You do have the ramp, so it's not like we cut all your ramp. I think that's probably the move. This deck looks sweet.
Okay, send the next one. It's a 5-changer. Hey nerds, thanks for having a look at this. This is my group hug deck. Right now it struggles to finish the game. Love to see it be a little more sweaty so it could close out games but not too sweaty as to lose the group hug vibe. Can you help Glunch have his cake and eat it too? Yeah, we can. In Epic First Set Story, my first pre-release was Shards of Alara, although I got into playing when I bought a poopy Morningtide precon.
Hey. And those were like standard precons. Okay. How many changes?
5.
5. How many decks are left in the queue, by the way? Just curious.
There are 3 left, and they are 20s.
Yeah, so I don't think
we're going to be opening up the queue.
We're going to finish with a bang here with these decks.
Yeah.
That's going to be the plan at the moment. Let me just
I see
check.
Windborn in here already, and I'm not sure if you want that.
All right. So we got lunch. We are group hugging, which is not our comfort zone, but we're going to still try to
They say group hug till their eyes pop out.
Basically. Okay. So we need to actually win, which is, of course, the struggle of every group hug player. You got to actually close. And, of course, Approach the Second Sun is in there. You love to see it.
Yeah, Howling Mine, that's awesome.
Well, for real, though, I think Celestial Signet's got to go, and I think Arcane Signet's got to go.
I have not had good luck with Pendant of Prosperity. I had that in my Duality of Drawing Cards deck, which helps people draw, and people just didn't really pay for it.
Let's get Nature's Lore and 3 Visits in here to ramp you more
I mean,
reliably.
Sithis is usually the enchantment commander, but I do think a Nixie is really cool.
You don't like Tempting Contract? I think that card's...
No, I said Pendant of Prosperity.
Oh, I think Tempting Contract is very bad, but let's also get Pendant. Wait, you don't think people don't use this for you?
I've had people use it twice, like maybe in the entirety of the time I had it in the deck. People did not want to use it.
Wow. All right. Well, we'll cut it for Mia. Mia hates that card. Even in group hug. Let's move it.
I mean, if I were you, I'd put in, if you have Howling Mine and stuff, I would put in more, maybe a Smothering Tice.
Ooh. Now that's good. I like that. That'll help you get enough mana to just like take over the game in your own special way, the group hug deck.
Do you have Lauren in here? Because that helps you draw cards and get faster to your win con, but it also helps your opponents because you and target opponent draw a card. That's a pretty good one.
I'm just trying to think of what the last cut is. You mentioned something. thing. I don't think Gear per Orrery is actually that good, but maybe Smuggler's Share? No. Smuggler's Share is good in this deck. I lied.
I'd say either Ghostly Prison.
Don't these group hug decks love that?
Yeah, maybe Noble Heritage. I think you.
Maybe. It's only it's on your upkeep. No, it seems reasonable. We're just struggling over here, everybody. Cut a deal. Every card in this deck I would normally cut, and I just have to be like, no, this is what it's supposed to do. We're just looking for weak cards that are not going to play that well. That's what we're actually looking for. Enduring Scale Lord? What is this guy doing?
They said, for more detail on this, my current win con is some counter/token infinites with Skiriok and Ivy Lane.
Got it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Anixia is really, really cool, and feel free to post on Thursday. We appreciate it. And thank you so much for the congrats. We really, really appreciate it. We're really excited for the wedding.
Yeah, we're so stoked.
And we're definitely going to update some people. We might even post a video if everyone's interested enough.
We got a lot of, again, we did this earlier. Throw down ones in the chat if you would like to see as a bonus video, not instead of a regular video, but as a bonus video, a video of our wedding or a live stream or something.
And they say Enduring goes infinite with Wildwood, as far as I know.
No, you're right. It's those two.
Are we going to collab with TCC? I don't know. If you hit him up on Twitter or something and tell him that you want us to collab with him.
I think that stuff goes a long way, for real.
It
so
really
if you want
does.
to see that, he might respond.
Yeah, if you do tweet him and be like, hey, we'd love to see you with the NN, we'd really appreciate it. And I really do think that those suggestions do matter. And we're getting some ones.
Ones in the chat.
Well,
it will be partially magic themed at least.
Yeah, but it won't be like a
There's not going to be much of our family there, so there's no downside. No one's going to think we're weird. We don't have large families. Okay, we have to cut a card. No, but it's just you and target opponent draw 2 cards, so we got to leave it in. Bucknard's Purse. Sure. We just need to cut a card. That's what we need to do.
Maybe Helm of Awakening, because it's helping everyone, but that doesn't seem like hug till your eyes pop. That just seems like it's an artifact.
Oh, this card?
Yeah. I don't know.
I gotta disagree with that. I think that card's just kind of good.
Really?
Noble Heritage. Maybe the Purse. If you're talking about not getting back the pendant, this takes a while for you to get it back.
True. Yeah. And
then you said
tell Brian Kidler, hit him up and be like, hey, go collab with the NN.
Yeah, that's the best way to speak is to just, hey, I like your guys' stuff. Wouldn't it be cool if you worked with them? And then
Time Thief can't go in here. It's blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, tell Post Malone to also call us. I want to meet him.
We haven't talked to him in a hot minute.
Yeah, deck needs Breach the Multiverse. Oh, you guys might be you guys
might be mega delayed. I don't know.
You guys might be mega delayed because
even in our screen though, we're on.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't go in here. Altar of Bone. Thank me later.
Altar of Bone, yeah. Search for a creature. Tutors are ways to close out games. Not very group huggy, but we just need.
Oh yeah, they said a little more sway so we can close it out. So
yeah. What's another version of all of these counters going infinite type thing? We've got Herd Baloth and Skiriok with Ivy Lane to go infinite.
I would just get more card draw in here then.
Scourge.
Do you want Lauren? Because that's kind of group huggy.
I think Lauren is good. It actually will
draw you cards.
Yeah. But the last card's got to be some kind of way to win. So let's look for creatures, and let's just look.
If they're doing combos, don't you just want to draw till you hit the combo?
Yeah, but they said they were looking for win conditions.
Yeah, Posty hasn't been on a MTG content in a hot minute.
Yeah, I think he just took a break because he's streaming and stuff, or not streaming.
He also just has a son too, or
he's
something.
He's kind of like the busiest dude ever.
Yeah, he has a child, so I completely understand, but also if you want to hit him up and tell him to hit us up.
He doesn't respond to my texts. I don't think he's going to respond to a DM on Twitter that he doesn't even run the account for. Oh, this is the wrong colors.
Yeah, but Prof might.
That's much more, realistic. We could try Incubation Druid. That would generate us a lot of mana, but again, we're trying to maybe find some way to win. There's Heliod. Defiler of Vigor is a way to put counters on your team. Feels very thematic, on theme. Archangel of Thune.
They said also for sack creature, get a mana check Thermopod. Altar of the Brood.
Yeah, Altar of the Brood's a payoff for when we do that. Maybe that's one. I for some reason just love that because it's like a win condition in and of itself. If you never, group hug players play long games and a lot happens during the game. So if you never do anything, and just play Alter the Brood, I think eventually you could mill people out. But if you go infinite with Ivyling Denizen and all this crap, then you actually get to just kill them and mill them, and then don't have to worry about attacking.
Yeah.
That was a heads-up move, whoever suggested that.
Well, Prof ordained the wedding when you planeswalk down the aisle. How about this?
I'm down.
I'm down for it. However, I feel like that's a lot to ask him, so if you tweet him and tell him to have us on or something, if we ever get on, like Shuffle Up and Play or something, I will personally ask him if he'll ordain our wedding.
Wow.
What? That's a lot of hoops to jump through.
It is. All right. Let's next deck.
Okay.
Kit Kats are so good. Kit Kat, please sponsor us.
See, I gave them a lot of hoops to jump through, so I don't have to DM Prof on Twitter and be like, "Hey, will you ordain our wedding?" So this one has no real restrictions, and it's a 10 changer. Please remember that.
I'll write it in the title. You have whoever has this. You got the least creative deck name of all time, but that's part of the creativity that makes it special.
Yeah, wedding grandchild. Well, not anytime soon.
Wait, they asked us if we want grandchildren? When am I going to have a grandchild? Maybe like 40 years from now.
I was like, I don't know. Not anytime soon. Old Growth Dryads is definitely group hug. Thanks for the help. Yeah, no, thank you so much for just submitting it. We love doing weird stuff that are outside our comfort zone.
No, it's cool. It's cool. All right, so we have Jessica and we have Ikra Shadiki, the butt queen of the Sultai, and we're playing Jund. So we're trying to gain life. What does this do? Let me see. When Grave Titan enters the battlefield or attacks, you make 2 2/2s?
He's a giant.
Must be a zombie. Oh, it's a giant. Well, that's ass. Boop. Oops, I cut it. Yes, I think it's bad on every day.
I've never met a grandchild. Most are okay at best.
Accurate statement. Yeah, I'd have to warm up to children in general just to be able to have one kid, let alone have that kid have a kid.
Yeah, not the Grave Titan. Yeah, well, stop putting Grave Titans in your deck.
Maybe if you just stop putting it in there, we wouldn't have any problems. Okay. Hex Drinker. Whoa, what a sick art.
That is so cool.
That's dope. That's really cool. I love Hex Drinker. I think it's a really cool card. I think they should go back to Level Up. I loved Level Up.
Pretty cool.
I don't know why they stopped doing...
I liked the Level Up enchantments. Those were pretty cool. Like Wizard class.
Yeah, they kind of moved.
Those were cool.
The classes, yeah. So Grime Gorger, you exile something from a card from each type, and it gets a little bit bigger. Yeah, totally an option. Froghemoth. I hate Froghemoth. No, sorry, Froghemoth, but I just don't like that card. I'll never really play it in anything.
Froghemoth.
You're in step.
I'm hyped for the new precons. Yeah, there's some really cool ones coming out. I'm excited for murders and stuff. There's a blue level up one that gives you extra turns too, and it's 2 OP. What blue level?
Lighthouse Chronologist. I don't know if it's OP, but
yeah.
So Vampire
Cool.
Scrivener.
And we are not usually it's submit a super chat of a certain amount or more, then you email it to me, but we are not accepting anymore right now. We are finishing up our queue, and then our next queue will be open at 4 p.m. on Thursday Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out with us, check it out.
So true.
And our prices will be up then.
Grim Feast. I kind of think Grim Feast is a card maybe I should be playing. Your upkeep, you take 1 damage, but whenever an opponent's creature dies, you gain life equal to their toughness. That feels like a Beladros card to me.
That does seem like a Beladros card.
Poe of Nylea for Tomb Raider? Weird.
Do you like Zendikar Resurgence?
This deck feels Henzi-esque. I will always cut Vampire Nighthawk when I see it. But you've got Nighthawk Scavenger, which is like
better.
Way better.
Especially with Ikra.
It basically cannot be worse. It's got the same amount of toughness. It gains you life, so like if it's a 6 power, you gain 6 from lifelink and 3 from the toughness. It's just epic. I see that your theme is kind of like undercosted beaters in the air. I can respect that. Gorm's got big butts. I think Zombify is just like below rate. We can probably find a card that's like strictly better than it. Ambitions cost. It's a removal spell. It's pretty good.
Okay. I was like, I've never seen it played around, so.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, are you liking Zendikar?
Unnatural Growth, Zendikar Resurgent. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure.
Says, yeah, this deck is just my favorite cards, honestly.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you cannot super chat right now and have it appear for Thursday. We do not preload the queue. It is first come, first serve on Thursday. And
Yeah,
thank
we'll
you
get rid of Get
so
Summons
much.
as well.
We really appreciate all the love and support about our
Yeah,
engagement.
thanks, guys. We appreciate
We
it.
really love it.
We don't want it to take up too much of the videos. We're not going to do like a vlog or something, or hey, here's a 3-minute
We
ad
might
for our
on,
engagement.
we might on our Patreon, though.
Right. We're honestly super happy about it.
Yeah, we're really excited.
But we just want to keep it to like, it's magic content. So
Yeah, if you look on our Patreon, though, we may do like every so often, maybe we'll talk about
like
it or something.
some kind of post like that. Mana Gorger gets big. Hex Drinker, Scavengers, Grime Gorger.
Archon slaps, by the way.
Archon does absolutely slap.
Just an off comment. They're like, Archon slaps.
Archon knocks my socks off. Ambitions cost. We're gonna need removal, card draw, but I don't know about ambitions cost. It's a little vanilla,
fan.
but Riveteer's Confluence, kind of not great. Choose 3 and put 2 at random. Okay, I'm here for recursion. I don't have a problem with that. I think this Garrick's Uprising thing is a little weird. We got a couple dudes that'll trigger it, but some of our stuff is high toughness, low power. Trample is kind of nice. What do you think? What's sticking out to you? Maybe we can upgrade some of this ramp? Not that it's that bad.
What's the mana base looking like?
It's just bare bones. I think we're not going to touch it.
Okay. So then, like, Kodama's is fine and Cultivate's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Do we want,
maybe this Westgate region can go.
Do we want, like, Stinging Study? Wait. Yeah, because...
Oh, Stinging Study would be good.
And do we want, like, Painful Truths? Because we could, in theory, do 3 colors for it.
Maybe. This could just be like maybe you do like Last March of the Ents, because Ikra has 7 toughness.
Yeah. Last March is cool. Do you want, like... What's it called? Maybe like Life's Legacy.
It only draws on power.
Oh,
I think maybe is it mana value power? I think it's power. I'm like,
maybe
yeah, it's power. It 100% is. I was asking you for cuts though.
Oh, sorry, cuts.
Yeah, we have 90.
Zendikar Resurgent was my first. That's where my eye went.
We need to cut 3. All right, yeah. If you're down, we'll cut it. 2 cuts remaining. Maybe since we were iffy about Garrick's Uprising, we just trim it.
Yeah.
But it is card draw.
Let's see. Are we a big fan of Necrotic Hex?
It's a board wipe.
Okay.
I don't know if how, seems like...
Get rid of Ambitions cost now that we have more card advantage, I guess.
Well, I was going to say we should cut the Sinister Waltz, and this Reanimate stuff is fine, but we're going to need to be able to fill the yard, not just Reanimate, because otherwise these cards are
Balls
dead
of Citadel is really cool,
in the early game. And then
And
maybe Gaze of Granite is our last cut as a weird kind of board wipe. It's a little expensive. Yeah, so then, we'll get some... We did just add... We added 2 card draw spells now. Maybe we just look up some cards. We actually made a deck together.
Yes. We each made half of it. I made the Boros
We each made half of it, and it was a...
Bruce Tarl and Ikra Shadiki deck. It's called Our Pocket. Cringe.
Inside joke. I don't think it'll even show up.
Make it public?
I don't think it's public.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me the link.
I'll find it.
Because it's got Bruce Tarl, but it's also got Ikra, and it was a bunch of ways to sneak through damage, and I want to cross-reference that because that deck had a lot of thought put into it. So
sending it right now.
nice. Is this through Discord?
It'll be through Discord.
Okay. Oh, because you make it unlisted.
It's private.
Yeah, so it should be unlisted, or just
oh.
public it. Let's find it. Public it.
Sure. I forgot. 1 second. Yeah, just click it again. It should be okay.
Should work now. All right, so I just want to see.
Can I see Discord again? Or not Discord?
Yeah, so I just want to see what we put in this deck. Because this deck is...
Well, there's only... I was like, there's 10 cuts
similar
in this, so
vein.
we're not going to revamp everything in here. They said...
Yeah, not the whole deck. But we are going to look. Because, Accomplished Alchemist Is that in here? He is. Yeah, that's just like one of those good cards I didn't want to miss if it wasn't in there. Veto's in here. Deathrite could be cool. I think Deathrite's like
Do we want Coloring Ritual?
I don't think we like super mega need it. It's not that. I mean, it's of varying power levels.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whip of Erebos, though, is that in here? That'll give you a little bit of built-in recursion that you're clearly looking for. But mostly we just care about the lifelink and just gain a bajillion life with it. Dothy Embrace, maybe it's an option. Assault Formation's kind of funny, but our creatures are just big in general in this deck. Druid of Purification's an option.
You said this deck needs Sanguine Bond. I'm not sure if I'd put Sanguine Bond in here. If anything, I'd put Veto, but...
He's in here.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza Man Veto.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure. Would you put Sanguine Bond in here? I'm not sure if it's necessary.
I don't know.
And they said you could replace Guruk's Uprising for Up the Beanstalk.
I won't do that because you're going to do that already, but we have our cuts. So I don't want to, it's in the deck for now. You can always 1-for-1 swap it. All right, well, let's go back to our handy-dandy Scryfall tab.
Nick went Schmeathook. Could be an option.
Who said that?
Nick Little.
Oh, Nick Little, what's up, dude?
He's been here.
Well, yeah, but you said Nick, and then I think I looked at the chat and I saw someone else.
Yeah, love me some Schmeathook.
Nick, we heard you have the Riz, dude. That's what we heard. That's what I heard. Let's see. No restrictions, 10 cuts, 6. Yeah, I want to look up cards that say gain life. Where are all the red cards?
I'm gonna beat you up.
No, you're not. You're probably not gonna beat me up.
I just punched you.
You just punched me in the face? Jesus.
I'm just saying.
What about Noxious Gearhulk? Is that in here?
Yeah.
That's like a nice removal
That's
spell.
one of BZ's favorites. We were at MagicCon Vegas or something, and his special card that he got every time we travel was the masterpiece Noxious Gearhulk.
Oh,
it's like $50
it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty.
He has a little bit of a beer gut, but he's
don't tell me he's not pretty.
He's gorgeous. He's very orange, so of course BZ loves him.
Haywire Might does gain life. It doesn't seem like we have infinite, life gain synergies, but it is an option. Erebos.
Yeah, we are not big fans of Well of Lost Dreams. It was in our last video. We chatted about why we don't like that.
I think Pest Infestation makes some dudes, but man, you know what? If we're looking for recursion and you got boys, Mia's gonna like this one.
Yeah, we do like that.
You want a mill, makes you make your dread return better and such. I think Breach is a good card. It's kind of a win con, honestly.
She caught you guys live. Yeah, thank you so much for joining our stream live, and thank you so much for supporting the channel and just content in general. We really appreciate it.
Wow, Nick, I haven't seen an emoticon with the capital B smiley face in a hot minute. An 8? Sorry, Nick, I haven't seen an emoticon with a capital 8 and a smiley face in a long time.
Yeah, we are not taking deck submissions right now, but usually just check in at Thursday at 4 p.m. and I'll tell you how to do it.
Which of the Moors?
And thank
thank
you so much,
Huge value.
Braden, for just supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. Thanks for chilling with us.
Maybe we need to get some removal in here too. Let's get a Soul Shatter up in this deck.
Umazawa's the goat.
Kind of rounds things out a little bit. Umazawa, which one? Jite? The first Planeswalker? Yeah, kinda, sorta. Two more to make this deck even stronger. How are we looking at it in queue? We got what, 2 left?
2 left.
2 left.
And they're both 10 changers.
And they're both 10 changers. Shadowgrange Archfiend is a card I really like.
Hello! Thank you so much.
I really think that card's great.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Miguel. We really appreciate it.
Yes, I understand that you cannot madness this. I don't even care. I think this card's great. It just gains life. It's like a Noxious Gearhulk, but it's maybe even better.
Yeah. I know you can't do what it's supposed to do. Doesn't matter.
No, what? That's just gravy. I'll play 7 mana 3-for-1 that is 8/4. It gains me life. Maybe Another.
Not sure if like that seems like a pretty niche case. Putting a sword in your deck just to fizzle swords or path.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. We could. Mishra. It's kind of funny. It makes them lose life.
Shieldred the Saga. And hey, Cody, thanks for joining. And thank you so much for watching the videos. And thank you so much for the warm wishes on our engagement. We appreciate
howdy
it.
to everybody who's joining the chat. What's up, everybody? Gix's command. That can give lifelink. Clear the way. It's good removal. I think you had the beef, with this deck already. So we tried to make it so that you could crash through with the beef and gain more life.
This is Slimefoot and Squee and friends.
And friends.
This is the 10 changer.
Well, I won't be in this deck because I'm not Slimefoot and Squee's friend.
You're not. Can you have it back?
Boom.
Do I anticipate the queue opening up again, or are we done for the night? We are done for the night. However, if you come back at Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be here, and the queue will be freshly open. It is first come, first served.
Your watches, folks. Synchronize them. This is a 10 changer. Mana base looks borderline perfect. A lot of ramp. This feels like a low to the ground type deck, 3.4, despite having Reanimator monsters in it. Incarnation Technique. What a sick card. Damnation.
Can't do better than
Sapperling. Hornet Queen. I'm not a big fan of Hornet Queen. I don't want to reanimate that. I also don't really want to reanimate Verdant Force.
Isn't it wild that Tali Primal Conqueror is like $30 right now? Insane. It's 16 to 20 something, and then the foil's like 30.
Yes, it is expensive.
Red Black Chainer. And they said, hey, this is my deck overall. I'm looking to add some more consistency without putting in tutors. I think some more removal options would help this work.
I think what'll make you more consistent, too, is just milling, like self-milling. So, let's get Undead Butler in this deck.
We're not going to put Razzie, unfortunately, because he doesn't want tutors. Atali Primal Conqueror is super cool. Flare of the Hatebound, Nick says, is dope.
Look, you already know that Breach the Multiverse is...
Breach the Multiverse is amazing. One of my favorites. Massacre Worm is fun, Nick says, too.
Oh, Massacre Worm, yep.
Yeah, okay, this is kind of funny. BZ and I are playing a spec game now.
Let's get Massacre Worm in the deck.
And thank you so much for the donation. We really appreciate it.
What's our story?
Story?
Were you just saying something?
Oh, our story is that with Atali Primal Conqueror, BZ and I were just chatting about this. We're doing a spec game right now on Most Worth Buying. Every month we pick a card. We'll buy like 10 copies or something. And then the next month we'll see who's won up more. However, we were chatting about the fact that since Atali's up to like $16 to $30 depending on what printing and what treatment you have, we looked at it because we each got a collector box of Marching Machine because we were at MagicCon like Philly or something at the moment. We popped an entire box. We said, this card is $2 like the Atali Primal Conqueror. This is amazing. This should be more than $2. Anyway,
let's go play the game.
Yeah, we completely did not do it, and I really should have spec'd on it.
It would have been the world's best. It was an intelligent spec. I don't understand what we were doing.
We were just not thinking about it.
Yeah, we just weren't thinking. We were like, we hyped it up on for Commander so much too.
Yeah, and they said once it's outstanding, it'll be an $8 card. Maybe. I hope so. Yeah, and thank you so much, Wrecker Ralph. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting us and just being in stream and enjoying it.
Yeah, so normally I like the Nature's Lore stuff, but we're going to cut it for creatures that do the same thing. And then what we can do is we can add more cards like Midnight Reaper.
Nick says,
Harspex.
Pitiless Plunder goes infinite really easily with the amount of sacking you do. Also, I know it's an MDFC/land, but Agadeem's is great.
Agadeem's Awakening is great.
Yeah, I mean, you have 5 basic swaps in here. What if you had 4 basic swaps in an Agadeem's Awakening?
Hold on a second. Let me add an Agadeem's Awakening. That'll power up the Field of the Dead when you eventually buy it.
Hate it here.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 4 more changes to this deck. I think the creature count going up is a good thing. It's going to make it so that you draw more cards, mill more cards, have a more consistent type game plan. We did cut another ramp spell, so let's get Spring Bloom in here. So we can ramp in creature form and then have more ways to sack it with Grim Harspex and all that stuff. Or even just reanimate it with Slimefoot and Squee if we're in a pinch. There's not even a ton of reanimator stuff in here. How about Butcher of Malakir?
Butcher of Malakir is awesome.
I don't like it. I don't like that card. But I like it in this deck where you're going to reanimate it and then continue to
I meant in this deck because our friend had a $20 one. Mahadi was a banger. And here.
Ooh, want to add it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mahadi's sick.
Joe Cherry's boyfriend, Christian, had a $20 slime photo squee deck, and Mahadi and Butcher of Malakir were the MVPs.
They were seriously good. I doubt you're missing any Saprolings.
Arcana Cruelty is really awesome. Is it in here?
Ooh. I was just going to say I was looking for something for the next card. Nope, found it. It's really good value. Really, really good value. Sick reanimator target. Draws you more cards. Helps make things more consistent. Can be a win con if you do enough of it. So we got to cut 4 cards. Grizzly Salvage, I don't know if I'm super
What are your
sold
thoughts
on.
on Saw in Half? I know you've had some thoughts about it.
Oh, I kind of don't like it, actually. I think I would cut it. It's good to Saw in Half, I don't know.
Gary.
Archon, Gary, those types of things, but overall, it's... The card is only good when you're doing your thing and you're way ahead. This Saw in Half is like not a removal spell.
Dusk Mangler, Dusky M, he's my favorite boy.
I seriously love that card.
Yeah, you should put it in if you are watching, but we've already put in a bunch of cards.
Yes,
also, Druid of Purification is super solid. Verdant Force is a little overcosted. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Wouldn't Gix be pretty good in here? Not sure. He says Saw in Half Atali must stay, lol.
Oh, okay.
Put in Saw in Half again.
Can I just add it this way? I don't think I can do that. Can I? Too many
Do it
options.
normally.
All right, Saw in Half's back for the Atali shenanigans.
So we just want to cut 4. He says,
Right.
is Priest of Forgotten Gods?
In that case, I'm going to
not
cut
sure.
Grizzly Salvage. And
Yeah,
I'm
Saw
gonna
in Half
cut-
is good in like Yarok and stuff. That's super chill. Do we plan on having creatures on the board to make Crater Hoof worth it?
I'm going to cut Xenagos too, I think.
Yeah.
Mana's nice, but I'm not always a fan of Xenagos.
Do we have enough creatures
41?
for Crater Hoof to be on the board at once? I think they're saying because
Yep.
Yep.
Turns out you don't
I
need
have a
that
friend
many.
who won't let me live down playing both one time, and I'm sure he would be sad to see it go. That's fair. That's fair. Palantir of Ornthak. Yeah, I have it in my.
It's a good way to mill. We're doing
cuts
We
right
just need
now.
to cut 2 cards. Deadly Dispute sticks out a little. Skull Clamp is not. I mean, this deck has card draw. Maybe we don't need Dispute. Maybe we can trim that. We've got a lot of card draw. We added more. We added the Archon. We added Breach. You've got Reanimates. We added Midnight Reaper, Grim Horus Specs.
What are your thoughts on Ophiomancer or Playcraft?
Ophiomancer and Playcrafter are both very good cards, if you ask me. A card that maybe we could cut. Cards for cuts. Cutting a magic card. 36 lands is fine. It's reasonable.
Can you scroll down though? No, up below. Stop.
Where do you want me to go?
Why don't you just stop right here?
Right here.
Interesting. Cool. I just wanted to check what they were rocking for enchantments.
Ass Trophy's good. Divination's kind of our only board wipe, but we did add Massacre Worm as a mini board wipe, and Butcher is a permanent
Basically.
board wipe that never goes away. I wonder if we
Yeah,
could
sorry,
cut
we're doing cuts right
Divination.
now. And we have Torment as a win con, but do we need it now that we have a ton of creatures? And are we
Torment's
gonna-
dumb with these cards.
Ah, okay. They said cut Playcrafter.
Why? What's wrong with Playcrafter? What do you guys have against Playcrafter? That's what I want to know. I feel like, I don't know. Do we need Blood Artist and Zulaport?
I mean, you want the same effect twice, so.
Yeah. We have Blood Artist, Zulaport, Mayhem Devil. Then we
Oh,
have...
we didn't meta?
It's a Sapperling
Okay.
maker.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a sapling maker.
Kind of a Namba with... That's okay. Tricky. This is tricky. I don't know. I love all these cards. They're all great.
How many sack outlets do we have total? we have
1,
too many?
2, 3, 4.
Because we have some for like.
There's not 5 with Yawgmoth. So 5, looks like.
Yeah, Parallel Lives is not so useful here, they're saying, and cut Plumb the Forbidden.
Plumb the Forbidden I like, but you know what? Parallel Lives, I got you. That makes sense. I was blinded. That was in my blind spot. We'll go to the next deck.
Last deck, actually. This is a 10 changer. This one says, this is the deck I would like you and BZ to look at. Hopefully it's good. I've been modifying it for years. And for BZ, Field of the Dead is in the considering tab for the deck.
Okay.
Oh, you have the fancy Liliana. That one is
Ooh.
worth a lot of money.
Yeah, foil is like It's a mono. I think
like,
it's called a mono.
I know that's my the only reason I know that is because it's like one of my friend's dream cards.
It is really cool. So we've got creatures dying, doubling triggers.
Also, I love the art for this, the city ones. And thank you for submitting your deck. Deck submissions are not open.
This is like a masterpiece. I can tell you spent a lot of time on it because you got like the coolest version.
This is like your baby. This is your deck. We appreciate it.
We have those types of things too.
Yeah, thank you so much for submitting it, Andrew. No, we're really excited to look at it.
One card, huh?
Don't put it in.
Oh, you have so many basics.
Don't put it. We'll look at this later. Leave it alone.
We'll look at what later?
Oh, take out Black Market. Oh, Phyrexian Arena and Black Market are in here. We're not usually fans of those.
All right, so there's a couple cards I see that I don't like. They include Bitter Blossom, Phyrexian Arena, Black Market. I don't want to wait. In pretty much all of these instances, I don't want to wait to get the value out of these 3 cards when I can generally get it right away.
They said, how do you feel about O'Hare Talk, the white token tripler? It's in this deck.
I guess
asking in general.
I guess we'll just see. Whether I completed.
I think it could be cool, but I do like Mondrak because you could give it indestructible.
Whether I completed requires a little bit of work, but it is good. Ooh, spicy.
I don't like Ink Shield. I think it's a lot to keep up 5 mana, and I do play Ink Shield in one of my favorite cards deck, but it's a lot to keep up 5 mana.
It is a very fun card. I just don't think it's good. I think holding up all this mana for Ink Shield and kind of Settle the Wreckage also. They're more gotchas than they are actually great. I'm just trying to figure out what card this is. Swords. Okay, this is Swords. Teferi's Protection. Some of these printings I have never even heard of before. Wrath and Damnation. Yep. Yosei's here. Yosei's so brutal. The card is amazing. O'Hare Talk. Do we have enough token maker? We might not have enough token. 1, 2.
Oh, Charismatic Conqueror's in here.
Yeah,
I know it's a token maker.
We'll see about him, but I might cut him.
We'll
1, 2. 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, I see all these token doublers, but like, what is actually pooping out these tokens? Is that what we need to add, maybe?
Just more token makers?
Yeah, more ways to make tokens.
I see an Obliterator.
Yeah, I see all this stuff that cares about tokens, but I just don't.
Yeah, Gotta Turn
like, I don't think
Petra makes tokens.
Yeah, she does. A little slower though, because this deck doesn't have cheap dudes.
Yeah, I think we just want to lower your CMC and add a bunch of cheap token makers.
I might trim O'Hare Talk.
Yeah, Obliterator
so
is brutal. I kept joking to my friend about making a deck where it was just a Golgari deck, Secret Commander, Phyrexian Obliterator, and just making a bunch of fight spells as the removal.
Just awful. Awful woman. Just like,
they said
so mean.
Elspeth's Son's Champion plus tokens and Wrath.
Was that the maker of the deck?
No.
Or? Okay. I see the comboing. Divine Visitation.
Do you have Pizza Man Veto then? Just in case.
No Pizza Man.
You should probably put in Pizza Man.
Let's give it a Divine Visitation. That feels like to me borderline win more when you kind of don't care about the quality of the tokens if you're just gonna you want them all to die. So yeah, Pizza Man Veto could be good.
Yeah, if you if that's one of your main win cons,
I would assume you'd
cheaper
want
way to get that.
Also
going.
want him.
Yeah.
So we have.
So you're making.
This is 93. We need 3 more cuts.
Yeah, we are not accepting deck audits right now,
Nope,
and
this is the tail end of the stream.
this is the last one actually.
We're not allowed to say that in a long form YouTube video, but we are allowed to say that the video's ending in the live stream because
I think the token doublers only work if you can ramp hard and early into them. Yeah, they work deck Mirai deck, go wide deck. Yeah, but you need tokens though to start. So, I can see Elenda and I can see.
I mean, I think I have to cut Obliterator. I just don't think it's very good.
I think we need cheap token makers, like 3 drops or less.
Seraph of the Scales. It's cool. I love this card. I just wish it was more playable. We gotta cut it because it's just not that much value.
The deck cost at the bottom says 3,500.
Yeah, with all these premium versions.
Yeah, they say just call the copper coats in there and secure the wastes.
They should be probably. It's so many. Yeah, call the copper coats. It's so much board presence at a surprise rate.
You want Benevolent Offering if you're gonna have a giant board.
Yeah, we have the life game payoffs. So Benevolent Offering again, absolute.
And did you want to secure the wastes and also call the copper?
Maybe we have token doublers. It seems like we would.
Grand Crescendo.
Oh, let's do Grand Crescendo instead. just for the added utility of indestructible. If we want to do like a one-sided board wipe, maybe. Maybe we can find some cool creatures that like.
Rabble rousing can be fun.
Ooh, rousing.
You know we love clown car. Yeah, sure. I was wondering. I wasn't sure if there's a first come first. Yeah, it's first come first serve when we start up the stream, and we're gonna have our next stream at Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You want? I think you're missing a little ramp in this
Adeline,
deck too.
they
you
said.
Know, like sets like Solemn Simulacrum, right? Like let's get some ramp.
Yeah,
Solemn
they said
Simulacrum.
the deck has all these specific mana costs with 33 lands and a ton of basics.
The creator of the deck said that?
No.
Just someone commented that?
They said Corpse Knight and Suture Priest are good, but I do agree. No worries. And yeah, I do think Muriel and Adeline could be good if we're making tokens and stuff. So
Muriel, Adeline. Adeline's cool because the tokens have lifelink, and then it's awkward because do you want to block them and have them die and give me all my triggers, or do you want to like figure something else out?
Benny Brax, Nick said.
I don't think we have enough token makers quite yet. I was looking at ramp though. I wanted to make sure this deck can ramp on time. And like so Knight of the White Orchid just seems like you need it. Okay. Things are happening.
Does
Maybe
the deck
you also
have
want-
enough life gain for Aetherflux to be worth it?
It seems like they want that. Like when they're making big tokens with it, you know, God Eternal and like some other stuff. Maybe they flip Elishnorn, and so those tokens have lifelink, and that seems like the general plan.
Add the Convoke board wipe for non-tokens.
I don't know, but there's so many dudes here.
Yeah, we do get a lot.
31.
Is it
non-token
running
dudes.
Smothering Tithe? Does that count as ramp? Lol, Nick asks.
It kind of does.
In this, yeah, I think it does.
It kind of does. It's not in here. I mean, sure.
With the doublers, double treasures. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That does seem good. That does seem very good. And maybe the last ad should be a land. 32 is...
32 is a little lean.
I would say... What about...
You could do it, but
No,
make sure... Yeah, I was like, not with this mana base.
Not in a good
speed.
conscience. I cannot
Just put in
do that.
Exotic Orchard.
We should really add... let's figure out a duel. You know, we got...
You don't just want Exotic Orchard?
I was going to look, and you're attacking me. Why don't you want Exotic Orchard?
Oh, I'm just asking. I mean, you have Vault, you have Godless Shrine.
Caves of Koilos, Skyland, Vault of Progress.
So what are you going to put in?
So there's... Vault is good. I
Yeah,
probably scared chat.
Phyrexian Tower. I mean, that could be... Yeah, no, Phyrexian Tower's pretty good.
Yeah, see, there we go. Let's get Phyrexian Tower in this deck.
32 is a little low, but...
Made it old and crusty for you. Yeah, I would even go up. You know, an MDFC or two could go a long way.
Academ's Awakening, perhaps.
Keep those in mind for your next one. But yeah, that's going to be it for our deck audits. Another successful round.
Thank you so much. Tune in next time at
There will be
Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, and it's first come, first serve, so come get in queue.
And they're coming soon. Goodbye.